We are good.
We're on?
On.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in the state of Massachusetts, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I should say. What's today?
Wednesday.
14th. Well, I know the day of the week, Mike. September 14th. Thank you, though. I did ask what day it is. September 14th, the year of our Lord 2022.
I thought we were under attack last night. Went to bed thinking we were under attack.
Seemed like you were really scared about it.
You slept. Yeah. Oh, well. We're under attack.
I guess it's probably the right attitude, honestly. Really nothing
It
to do
is at
about
that point, right?
Yeah, it turned out there was nothing what it turned out to be. People going up angry about Zuckerberg, I saw.
Yeah.
Good. It's about time.
It's a weird way to fight back.
Yes.
So somebody got hurt, an employee of the.
I think their hand, yeah, and then like a
okay.
scrape or something.
Oh, good. Okay, Jesus, yeah. No, I saw that. And then I was watching on the news, flipping around late, and I saw the end of it, and they were like, and on locally, it's Channel 5, Maria Stefanos and Ed Harding, and they were like, okay, well, it looks like we're going to be okay. It's like, now back to our regular scheduled program. Literally cut to like a celebrity team celebrating at the end of Family Feud. They were jumping around. I was like,
Well, we're safe.
Yeah.
There's something to celebrate.
We're all okay.
Yeah.
We're all going to be okay. So, what's going on, boys?
I did see that tweet about it that you just retweeted. And in the middle of the night when I wanted to search it to make sure everything was okay, because I did care,
Yeah.
that thread was the first tweet that
So the
Twitter
woman-
decided.
So the woman said, basically, like, this happened, and also there's a marathon bombing, so Boston people are crazy, right?
Well, she also said Holmes Hall, where the package exploded on the Northeastern University campus, houses the women's, gender, and
I think
sexuality.
those are two different people. I think those are.
Oh, yours was a different person off that thread, though.
Yes,
Same
yeah. I
thread.
saw a
Yeah,
woman.
yeah.
I saw a woman. I believe I don't want to misgender. Tweeted that this hall also hosts the right. I'm sorry, Dave.
Holmes Hall hosts the Women's Gender Sexuality Studies program.
And the journalism.
And the
school.
journalism.
As we late, and I saw somebody say they also host about 50 other things, and this had nothing to do with it. It seems like.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, but that's Twitter. I mean, people are just fucking over you.
I think if the Women's and Gender Studies Hall blew up, I would be a lot sadder than if any
Sure.
other.
Oh, she deleted
You
it.
know?
Did you really?
Yeah, she just deleted it. And of course, the first comment off after it is Rex Chapman. Holy shit. Rex Chapman.
Of course, he's a fucking idiot, asshole, like a legitimate prick. Like, really, just a fucking asshole.
Do you know him at all?
No, but I just hate him. I just hate his existence.
Sure.
Oh, God. Ugh. Yeah, he's like one of the three people I hate the most in the world right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say top three. When I saw him, I just hate his face. I hate his fucking attitude. I hate his whole existence.
Who's he competing
Fucking rat bastard.
Top three people I hate right now?
Yeah.
Let
It's always good for an update.
me think. I got to think about that. Clemmer, Rex Chapman, and
Wow.
third. That's always hard to...
Butcher's Bill.
I don't hate him. I hate who would be third on that list right now? It's a good question.
Clemmer being on there still is like a hit lasting. It's like Top Gun being number one.
It's
Like, wow, that's still in.
it's just so
still in
it's-
theaters.
It's just sad when I see somebody tweeted me as he wrote some blog about the Now music mix or something. Just like, this is just sad to fucking.
It is weird.
The sadness angers me. It spills into anger.
Right,
do you think,
I understand.
It's a rage. Who would be third right now? It's hard. It's a hard, Mike. I'll think about that. I will answer it though.
I don't think anyone's angered you to that degree yet.
No, but I'm just thinking in general.
We'll get there.
I hate people now, like the generation below me, and my daughter does this sometimes. I hate when they talk with that affected voice.
Give us an example.
Like that thing. What's the word? Is a word for it the way that's...
Oh, a vocal fry.
Yes, I really hate that. I actually hate that more than anything in the world right now.
I
It annoys me beyond belief. I was listening to a podcast and somebody was talking like that this morning. I stopped running and literally like did this with my foot. Stomped my foot down in anger.
What
Like
show were you listening to where that would have
it was a Ringer podcast about Stranger
That
Things.
makes sense. Okay.
And they were like, I can't do it accurately. I know people.
Yeah.
I'm old. Like I say all the time. I am old. I am coming from
What
a
is
point.
it, like a whiny voice? Is
No,
it like
it's-
No, it's more like you haven't woken up.
I don't know who invented it. The Kardashians, or I don't even know. But I hate it. And I understand. I'm old. I'm white. I'm a man. I'm wrong, completely. Box me in. Define me. Fry me, castrate me, hang me, shoot me. I don't cut my fucking nuts off, choke me to death with my own dick. I don't care. I am old and stupid and wrong. But this is who I am.
I think Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie might have been the first.
Like that's hot. That thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I
Yeah.
think
But
that might have
this
been the
is- but
first.
This is now a really graduated version of that.
Right.
Where I hear it and I'm like, I think like, yeah, I don't know. So that's the thing I hate the most right now in the world. I would say. That's first. The things I hate the most in the world. That would be the top thing I think I hate most in the world right now. Yeah.
Kirk's peeves.
Yeah, and I don't like people who are rude. Now that we're doing, now that we're having this conversation, I don't like when people are rude to like waiters and waitresses. That really, that's like the thing.
It grinds your gears.
That's the thing I actually might even hate second right now.
Okay.
It makes me uncomfortable. I just don't. You have to be so arrogant to do that.
Right.
Like you can say whatever you want about me. I'm an asshole. Fine. I'm like overly nice. We've said this. I'm
The
overly nice.
opposite.
Yes.
Afraid
like I said,
do
this
whatever
person
you
could
want.
shit in front of me on the
Yes.
food. Now we tip them more. I don't get what
Very good, sir.
somebody's mind who treat people like that. I think it's their own. I saw it the other day. The person was a little older, but they just treated this person like shit. And I wanted it was a woman. I want to see what the fuck is wrong with you. You know, I want to call her a cunt, but they didn't.
Well, what can you do about it? That's what I don't understand with people.
What can I do about it?
No, like, so you're going to give that waitress shit. Do you really think you yelling at her is going to change her ways?
No, but you're
Now
getting
they've learned,
But it's
yeah.
your own. But it's your own shit. You know, I mean, it's not them.
Yeah.
It's you. So you're doing something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's old people love it because it like gives them
It's their power,
some kind of
right? It's their
authority.
return
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
when they were like the vice president of like a phone book company
Yeah.
or something. It's
I
true.
remember I would go to Friendlies with my grandfather when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
And if we had to wait more than like 5 seconds for
not
someone
happy.
to come out, for the hostess to come out, he'd peek back into the kitchen if it was like right there, which it often was.
Yeah.
And he'd go, yellow.
That's the thing. I'll probably do that in 20 years.
Right.
Or 10. I probably will.
It does seem fun. I admire it in a way. Like,
Meanwhile,
I want to get
meanwhile,
there.
at that age, all you have is, I mean, you're going to die soon, but in that day, all you have is time. What the fuck else is your grandfather going to do that day?
Oh, no, he had a list.
Right.
Pharmacy, check.
He's taking you to Friendlies. I mean,
Right.
you know,
That was at the bottom.
I mean, what else are you going to do? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so yeah. What else is going on? What's going on? Where do you want to start, Dave or Mike? I have a bunch of things, but we can start with
Well,
you.
what was your takeaway from Dave Portnoy and that awkward energy to start the show yesterday, to start his show?
Well, I think he was confused because he walked in on a strange. So I was here. I just had a long conference call with Steve Robinson and somebody, I'll just say in the literary world, about a possible book. I'll just leave it at that.
What could it be?
Probably, who knows? And I will say at one point when Steve was pitching, there's only no one else has ever. I will say nobody else has ever said this sentence, Mike.
Okay.
When he's pitching essentially me to the person, he's like, and you may not know, in addition to this and this, Kirk hosts a thrice weekly podcast.
Right. Thank God it's not still 5 days a week. How would he have said that?
Thrice, I think.
Penta.
I don't. I actually looked like I think everybody like it was one of those things where like people on the street, like everyone's like time stopped, like Zach Morris. Like I think the agent, I think the company, like everyone just kind of stopped and like listen,
Yeah.
like gave that a second to just let it sort of marinate.
A lot of people think they say you're ripping off. Pardon my take. Another thrice weekly podcast. We have so many of those.
So that I came up here after that, and we were waiting, and they were so Eddie, who I like, he hates us, but I do like Eddie, was there.
That can, I feel like that can be confirmed. Like the energy around Eddie with you, even leading up to, like he didn't
I
want to say
don't
hi.
buy
He didn't
this.
say hi. He hates you.
For- I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird.
I love Eddie. I love the Chicago guys, so it hurts my feelings.
Him
but
and Mike Portnoy now. It's
I'm gonna keep
unbelievable.
trying. Well, I'm gonna keep
I don't
trying
buy
to be
this.
buddies with Eddie. I don't know. He reached out and said some nice things about the case private, but I think that was just
He likes your work.
yeah,
Not
right.
so
right.
much
He
you.
admires the artist. and
Well,
not
he
the
does
man.
some true crime himself, so there could be a little bit of
Well, I mean that's
tough dynamic.
I mean, okay. I mean, does he do true crime or does he recap true crime?
That's the
he
thing.
recap.
Okay, when's he going to recap mine?
Interesting.
To work, Eddie. What was?
That would
was
make sense.
was Ted Bundy charming? Like no shit. We all know that, Eddie.
Right.
Anyway,
Is
so
Kevin Mailer charming? That's the real question.
yeah, some say yes.
Barstool just picked up another podcast like that. Did you see that?
I muted it.
Yeah.
Deleted it
Good.
from my account. It's
Good.
fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. So Eddie's waiting. I don't know the who produces it.
Kareem. Great guy.
And I mean, one of the three biggest idiots of all time, Gaz, is there as well. Just being his usual useless, idiotic
I found
self.
Gaz to be a very intelligent guy. I always
Nothing-
enjoyed him.
The two of them are talking about some video that Will Compton made, and they were acting like, it was like the fucking greatest thing of
Oh,
all
the
time.
trumpet video? It was a good video.
I'm sure it's wonderful. I don't know Will. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. So they do this, and then like they're all waiting for Dave, and I'm sitting there. I text Dave, calling him, like, what the fuck's going on here? I'm like, am I on this show? And they were waiting for Dave because Dave had a Make-A-Wish person decided to spend the day with Dave,
Okay.
who he came in, And first of all, so Dave walks in and he's like looking at me, I think. Like, what's going on? I'm like, you fucking tell me. Like, what the fuck's, why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm a guest.
What do you want? Are we recording before? What? What's going on?
What are you asking me for? It's your show.
I know it's my show, Kirk.
I was asked to come on, so I'm here.
I'm asking if we're recording.
Who are you asking? What are you asking me for?
I don't know, because I heard you talking.
I was asking the same question. What's going on? I was asked to come on the show.
Eddie, hold on. Everyone just fucking.
Okay, so that's how we started the show.
So angry.
That was good.
I don't know.
Hold on, everybody.
So we had the Make-A-Wish kid with him. And my point to the Make-A-Wish guy, who was how old?
I forget.
He was like 20, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was like, first of all, he looked like he wasn't dying. And secondly, I was like, this is for like 6-year-old kids who are supposed to meet John Cena.
Yeah, I should do that. I'd like to meet Dave Portnoy.
What a weird request.
Just to spend the day with me.
So anyway, we did that. It was fine. It was good. You know, I'm happy to go on that show all the time. I love Dave. I love Eddie. So had a good time. Promoted the case and announced on that, I think, right?
Yep, you did.
That season 2 of the case will premiere Thursday, October the 27th, 2022. So be ready for season 2. Yes.
How many episodes are we thinking? Or we don't know yet.
I don't know yet. We'll find out. We'll see. Well, we'll see where it goes. But at least 4. How's that? Colleen is very nervous about it.
Is that right?
Very nervous about.
Just the whole thing. I think you're nervous about.
He seems rattled.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything crazy. I'm dumb. I'll say something stupid.
Yeah,
right now.
don't-
So
yeah.
I'm not going to say.
Don't
anything.
say
I'm not nervous to what you're describing.
Well said. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well said. What's that, Mike?
So how does it end?
Yeah. So we'll see. So October 27th is the premiere of that, and I think my guess is our friend Harrison will be helping us with that, right?
That is accurate.
We have
Actually.
rehired Harrison.
Wow.
It's only this show can.
Good.
Mike hates, by the way.
No, I don't.
Oh, you were ripping
I was
him
very
more than
down on
anybody.
him. I had the same thing you've said about Harrison. It bugged me.
He's a pussy, but that's okay. We're bringing him back.
But if he
right?
comes back in the
Redemption
world of
story.
like, I don't want to be a part of content. I just want to make my fucking designs.
Hard to
and
say though.
clips
It's
and
hard
shit
to be
like
that guy though on this show. It's
Yeah.
just, I understand. We were talking about this yesterday, Dave.
Yep.
Like I think that's what I said to Dave. And it's like, but then something happens, and then you feel like you take a lot of shit one day on Twitter, and you want to say.
Dave was saying this to me before the show, where it's like something's going to come up. Is it? It took like 2 years for something to come up with Harrison.
Sure, but-
and now we kind of know he's not interested in playing
But
around.
is he going to get sensitive? Is he going to respond on? Who knows? I don't know. We're bringing them back because we bring everybody.
Well,
back.
That's the big thing I would say is if you don't want to be part of content, don't tweet shit.
correct.
At people
Shut your mouth. Like
from
don't-
your account.
Correct.
And
Correct. Once you do that, it's fair game.
Right.
But what about other stuff? I was going to ask you this yesterday. So does he stay in the lane of just literally social media and design work? Or when we do live shows, is he there? Because clearly that becomes part of content.
I don't think if he doesn't want to, he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Of course not. I don't
Yep.
care. No, I don't want him or his dumb dad there. It's fine.
Whoa.
Maybe his dad's dead. Who knows? I don't know.
I'd enjoy his dad being there.
So do I. But I'm just saying, if he doesn't want to be part of it, don't be. I like his dad. I like his dad more than him. That's why I hired him again.
Right.
I fucking hire everybody. Everybody comes back. It's fucking unbelievable. You just cannot get rid of these people. Amazing.
Talented kid. Come on.
I didn't
Talented.
say. I just hired him again. I didn't say. What are we doing? I didn't say he wasn't. I'm just saying he
Great
left.
guy.
Yeah, he's a fantastic guy. So he's back now.
Good producer, better guy.
Right, but he's I just don't want him to be upset again. That's all.
Right.
So he's back. What he does well is clips and graphic stuff. And right, am I wrong?
You are 100% accurate.
So just do that and don't do anything else. It's a part-time job, right?
Yep. Correct.
So there you go. I mean,
Dave saved his job.
Dave, what?
Cullinane.
Yeah, it was my idea, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
still,
did. I
his
forgot
job
how
is-
that played
his
out.
job
You,
is a
you brought
tech.
up on the show, then
No,
he texted.
yeah,
me.
it's weird. I told you to hire him, and then you hired him, right?
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Well, who
I didn't take credit for what Mike
Masterful.
just said.
How does that mind
I
work?
did not.
I was like, basically, who did this job last? Okay, let's hire him again. Who, if Harrison had said no, who was next on your list?
Tell you who it's not.
No, I could know that. Oh, believe me, the ripping that guy took from Colleen yesterday off the air was not good.
Unbelievable.
Who was next on the list in reality? Was there anybody?
Yeah, there were 2 guys. There's one who also lives that would have had to been remote, basically like Harrison as well. And then a kid fresh out of college that reached out recently from
Little
EU,
Jack
I
was
believe.
next
That
on
was
the
really
list.
good. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
But I do think I have another
Very
person
high.
for an internship, which is nice. So that'd be
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Who's this?
I don't remember his name off the top of my head. We were talking 3 days ago, maybe. So
Sounds like a winner.
Impossible. Who could go back that far?
Huh. So yeah, so I saw KMS Reloaded, who I saw some people like tweeting like, geez, I knew this was going to happen. It's like, wow, you fucking, what a prediction.
I was going to say, I put it on my list of great insight and predictions. I said, this guy is going to blow up, and it might be at Culinary.
I tweeted that video last night.
Ever guess? What's that?
We tweeted you saying it last night, like the day after he came in.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it was this doesn't like, I'm not are you done with this guy? I'm not. Still use him for stuff.
I wouldn't say.
That means, yes, Dave's done with him.
Well, I think I'm done with him on the production side. Like, I'm done with him thinking he's Justin. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Well, didn't he?
I was trying to help him with, like, training him to potentially be Justin.
I will say, what I watched a bit of it last night, felt a little inauthentic to me.
Oh,
You think forced?
A little bit.
I feel like...
Which is more troubling, way more troubling than if it was real.
I feel like he hit me in the back with a chair at SummerSlam, basically.
Right, yeah.
And then
it just didn't,
maybe we'll fight at Survivor Series in like a four-man tag.
It didn't really land like I think he hoped. Like it's like, why isn't your show with me?
Well,
Like I could have hired you. I didn't.
yeah, I didn't think it was crazy and authentic until Dave told me that he texted Cullinane after the show.
Oh.
And said, like, I'm a big Cullinane guy or something like that.
I mean, things could change.
Really?
No, but I mean, then he went in. I mean, he didn't say it later. He just texted after the Whitney show. It was kind of like, I really respect the opportunity you gave me, patience, all this shit. And then he goes into
opportunity did you give
bashing.
him?
Well, I just tried to help him with the resources that he had at his disposal to do the job. And then it was figuring out, okay, if you don't have the resources and we still want to work with you, we'll get you the resources. That's where I would have been.
I think there's stuff we could do with him. He's a goof. He's a weird, odd guy. Like he could definitely be part of this if he plays his cards right. But,
I enjoyed him, even if you say it was fake the other day. I enjoyed watching it. He was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'll play a clip. What clip do you want to play?
I enjoyed
Fucking Cullinane didn't bring nothing to the show. Whitney didn't bring nothing to the show. Kirk just being Kirk. Kirk being a fucking genius and literally
that
making
part is
content.
authentic, I will say.
That's
real.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dave gets accused of trying to build his own brand on Twitter. Like, no shit, that's what he's doing. Like, when someone's trying to plan their exit, they're trying to build their fucking...
Dave doesn't, I think there is, I actually do think there's something to
Can't
that.
sue him for slander.
No,
he's
right.
making some points.
Fine. I mean, I'll take your criticism there, but it's not factually accurate.
Okay, I don't disagree with it, but that's fine.
You think I'm trying to build a brand for my next move?
No, but
where's my next move?
No, you're trying to build a brand. You've got this brand thing going, though. You do.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I mean.
I
think it's real
tweet.
estate
It's a tweet. Like, I don't. What do you want me to do? I'm just.
It's fine.
I'm
Doesn't bother
using
me.
the platform.
I
That's
don't
all.
care. It doesn't bother me.
Well, what's the difference between that and if I had some other hobby that I tweeted about? Like, I like the show. I tweeted about the show. What's the big deal? I understand the discrepancy between the show account and then me tweeting.
Well, I don't think you do understand that.
Well, I understand.
That's why we had to hire somebody else to fucking do
All
it.
right,
I
Yeah, good
understand
point.
your viewpoint. I understand your viewpoint on that. But if I like the show, why wouldn't
What
I
show
want
are we talking about? Our show?
Yeah, why wouldn't I want to tweet about it from my personal account? Like, if I like those things, if I like the content.
Anyway, go ahead. We're going in circles here. Okay.
After this weekend and after Monday's show, I know now why Kirk Minahan and all these fucking people hate producers. Because they're all fucking no-talent snakes who are clearly weren't good enough to get on the air, and so they become producers. Okay, so what does that mean? That means they're fucking gatekeepers. Just like Steve Robinson said.
So wait, I think he's built. I actually think there is some anger toward you.
Yes, I was just gonna say. I think he's being real. The problem is he's just using things
turning
you
it on.
said
Yeah,
before.
but it's also fake. Later in the thing, he says he wants Mike's chair. The whole role was for Justin.
I didn't make it that far.
Yeah, the whole role
doesn't mean
was
it's fake. It means he just wants to be in that chair.
Yeah.
So why am I talking to him
Well, it
about
sounds like, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
phone calls, texts?
I heard him say
all
he
this
texted
shit.
you a lot, then you said, I think you said at one point, you said
think stupider.
think
right?
stupider than think deeper. You're telling someone to think deeper?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at the text.
Don't ever
I don't
tell
know.
anybody that.
I don't know what I mean. Think.
That.
No, I think I meant like
Dave's
I
philosophy.
think I said this on the show. You don't have to send me a story that, welfare funds directed to Brett Favre's volleyball stadium, because I think
We're gonna see
we
that.
have that,
Right.
right? It's more about the stuff that's harder to find. You have to assume that we're reading up on other things that are going on. I don't mind if you send it to me. I'm just not going to respond and say, oh, good idea, bad idea, good idea, bad idea, to 25 different
Right.
stories like that.
Was he texting you that much? But he says you take the weekends off.
No,
He was
said
very
it,
angry when he saw you at the No
he
Exit
saw you
4
go to a concert. Yeah.
Yeah.
which I did because they played the Wilbur show, right? Like, I went because
Yeah,
they were
okay, I'm
part of
saying,
the
that's what he
show.
said,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't just
Seems
go to
like
the
you're a
No
bit of a
Exit 4
groupie.
show, though. I didn't just go because I'm a groupie. I went
Right.
because of a purpose for the show and tweeted it out. No, but I was texting him back, but just not apparently at the volume that somebody who is not a current colleague wanted. Somebody who does not work for the show. Right. Somebody who wanted to be trained to potentially get an opportunity to the show, which is what I was doing.
Right.
So I don't really understand the problem. I just don't.
Go ahead, Mike.
That was the part I didn't get. Is it seemed like he was angry at the idea of being an assistant producer?
I don't really know quite
Or maybe
what
I'm
he's
doing?
Maybe I misunderstood.
So
it,
what are
but-
we doing all weekend? What are we texting about? Why are you texting
What
all
was
this
he
shit?
texting
Right.
you? What
And
was
that's
he
the
texting
job
you?
that's available
You have the
to him,
phone. What
right?
was he texting you?
Yeah, but he was texting me like clips that really didn't work out because he doesn't have the proper tools, which I would have gotten him if we got past this stage. We would have gotten there. I literally said to him,
You
like,
don't. So you would not want to work with this guy. If it was your preference.
No, because I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think, to your point, I think this is a little WWE-ish. I don't like
Well, I
that.
also think I think he could be used win a date with him. That thing. I'm just throwing it out
Right,
there or
right.
whatever. Like I don't think there's a
Yeah, but it was always
like
like
what Harrison does, and I saw he criticized Harrison, which is fine. But I think what Harrison does, he does better than this guy.
not even
So I mean,
question.
we hire the best guy for the job.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's the thing I would say to Steve is if you're being offered an assistant producer role, like I was originally brought in here as like social media guy or something you may remember. Now I learned how to screen record about 6 months ago, so I don't know if I was qualified for that job.
Right.
But you take it when it's offered to you, you know.
Yeah, but if he knew all along that that's not what he wanted to do, like he just flipped.
But then he kind of makes it his own. Then he becomes the guy he's associate producer and he does things on air.
We've seen he got a little taste of it, and
Yeah.
now he craves it.
I don't mind him though. I just don't think like when we were going into that role, it was the hybrid. It was hopefully the person can be able
Justin.
to. Yeah, it was hopefully they can do the Harrison role while simultaneously win a date with Steve Snell.
Right.
Now that is clearly just not.
So I'm gonna do win the date with Harrison. You don't think?
Unless he wants to. I don't know.
Sure. Oh yeah, it'd be an electric segment.
He was the best
Great
man
on
at his
there.
brother's wedding this summer. So
Wow.
Oh, I didn't realize
The
that.
experience that has brought him back to this role.
Changes everything.
a lot of opportunities at weddings. You never know.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say if it ends, if it ends badly with him, it ends badly. But I like the guy.
Yeah.
I enjoy him. I find him amusing.
As do I.
I don't know if he hates you or he's pretending to hate you. That's all. Like if he hates you, great. But if he's pretending to hate you, that's kind of weird.
Well, what was the line? Didn't you say I'll always be a DC guy or
Yes.
something? Isn't that what you said?
Yes. Let me pull
DC
it
being
up.
him, I believe.
I know Kirk was doing a bit today about your 2-week deadline, but I also know he's most likely serious.
Oh, I was dead serious.
You have been really great to me and shown me patience, respect, and gave me an opportunity. I will always be a DC guy.
Yeah. Maybe it just means Washington.
Nobody calls me
Just
DC.
like he's going down there.
It's almost like he has multiple polars or something. Like he's bipolar. I would say. I don't know. I don't know.
That could also be possible, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
But I liked him in person.
Oh yeah,
Good
no,
guy.
nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're almost talking like it's over though. There's a funeral.
No.
sort of-
To
I
me now
liked
it's
him,
no. To me now it's like completely in your hands. Not that it wasn't before.
What am I going to do?
No, but if like you want to
I got a lot
use him,
going on here.
No, I know, but if you want to use him for win a date with Steve Snell, I'm just saying my thing was more on the production side of
guy's-
the social side.
You want him to do a podcast thrice weekly and hire staff?
No shit. I'm gonna hire thrice people. I also feel like a guy like Steve Snell, right? If he wants to prove his value to us, could essentially we could try it. We've never really just do essentially bits, not bits, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Dude, create something and send it like Mike did with Red Robin, for instance,
Yes.
like that.
Sure.
In fairness, he was doing that with the wrap-up show. Like that's
But that's not.
No, I know.
But
I know.
that's not part of the show, though. Like it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
I'm saying some of you actually we could try and incorporate. I don't know.
I
If
completely.
it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Then we shelve it. But if it works, it's great. And then maybe he does a bunch of things well. And we say, oh, we might want to use this guy and have him and pay him to do this.
Correct. Yep.
I don't know.
That's what makes
Until-
the most sense.
And
I don't know. I don't
until
know.
you randomly mentioned Harrison, like there was no problem whatsoever. Like no
You think
problem.
Harris was a trigger for him?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh,
The long-haired assassin.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, the guy can eat Mexican food like nobody else.
How dare you mention
I
someone
was
qualified
I was
for this
legit.
job?
I was at that point until was that Monday show? Yeah, until Monday show to just say to you like, all right, if he can't necessarily work with under the parameters that he currently has, he would need resources that we would need to provide to him, but I can train him on that after the fact if you want to hire him. That's what it would have been.
You never said that to me, though.
No. I was getting to that point.
Right.
Like I
To be
was
clear,
going
that
to
was
be
never
there.
articulated
No,
to
because
me.
I was basically just like the videos that he's doing under his whatever he's working with isn't going to work.
Make no bones about
Yeah.
it. He was going to say it.
Oh, it was going to happen.
Yes.
No, but that was a question.
Why would I keep talking to him at that point? Why would I keep training him? I thought you wanted him to be in that
It's not
role.
like you
so
gave him
it's-
a lot of training, Dave. Let's not make it out like,
Oh no! I'm just saying. But that was an ongoing process, and
very
I basically
slow process of you not responding to his texts and being annoyed with him, basically.
he came into the world like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Sounds like the Bible now.
You can call me Mr. Cullinane.
He came into the world.
I don't think
but
if
a
you-
fortnight ago.
I don't think if you saw the, I'll show you the text. Like, I don't think if you saw the communication, you'd
Dave,
think
I
it
have
was
no.
off.
It's fine.
Yeah,
You know,
I
whatever.
don't think you would think that's crazy.
Okay, so I mean, it looks like, it's now up there. It's in his court, I suppose. We'll see see what he does.
Yeah.
we wish him well.
Do I want an apology? I don't actually. I don't want an apology.
I would. I mean, those said some terrible things. Yeah.
Some hurtful stuff.
What else going on?
Well, you did. You text me about that Kevin Cullen story. Was there anything? I didn't see anything weird in that story.
No.
I mean,
people saw the headline, they got excited, but there was nothing to it.
Yeah. Except for the I don't know, the whole the Queen can change and stuff, like she can help people heal narrative.
They're gonna fucking bury this broad or what? Jesus Christ! I hate to sound like Jerry, but can we get this thing over with? God.
Take her on a tour first, and then
Jesus Christ! Just for our family, it must be like, can we get this fucking over with?
Who was the some reporter was doing? Who's the one? Not Charles's wife. What's her name again?
Camilla Parker Bowles, who
boy-
Prince Charles said, King Charles said at one point wanted to be her tampon.
The Bush daughter, who apparently does a Today Show or something like that, had an interview with him the night before the Queen died. She's supposed to do an interview with Camille the next day. It got canceled because the Queen died. And she just said that clearly they knew nothing. Like they didn't think this was coming at all. They had no preparation
well.
for it. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
maybe
no,
the
she's
woman's
96.
96.
No, but they didn't have any health reasons. Like it,
Right,
But if
she
you're,
was-
if you're that old and you get a fucking cold, you can die. I mean,
yeah,
sure,
you assume it could happen any day.
no, I mean, she was. I mean, you couldn't have been too shocked.
Yeah.
Like I remember my mom's mom, my nana, my grandmother died. She was 90, and it was sad. Especially my mom was they were very close. But like there was sort of feeling after like okay, like not good, but like great life, long good life.
Right.
Like these people, it's like 7 or 8 days are like wandering around. They must be so sick of it by now, I would think.
Yeah, but they just want to honor, they want to
Yeah,
honor
no, but
her legacy.
We've honored her enough, I think.
Yeah, the honoring of the legacy happens throughout time. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't-
just pack it in all to 3 days.
Who is the person currently in the United States of America, or if they died, it would be the closest to what's going on right now? I'm not saying they would approach it, but who in America, we've talked about this before, has that approval rating? Because look, if Joe
Obama?
Biden,
Obama.
no, because half the country wouldn't care.
It would,
they'd be
it would-
called
it would
racist.
be-
I understand, but
Yeah.
there would not be
No, it would be just as overwhelming and just as
No, it
many
wouldn't.
people
No, it
involved.
wouldn't.
You don't think that half the
just as
country...
overwhelming.
Yep. Yes,
no,
it
it
would
would
be.
not. No, it would not. You think the country would shut down for 10 days if Barack Obama died today? He's been out of office for
You don't think a large
6 years.
a large portion of England is kind of mocking what's happening? a
some.
little bit?
No, not a lot. Other countries are.
I don't know about like the
Now, I will say if
shutdown.
Obama, God forbid, seriously, had died like a year into office, had been killed or something, then it would have been just as big.
How many things?
Oh,
How many things really shut down though? Like they shut down a couple sporting events. That
All I'm
probably
saying
would
is like the
happen.
country is on watch. All the networks are covering it all the time. Like
Tom Hanks?
car driver. Nah, yeah, but he's.
No, I wouldn't know.
So I mean, there really isn't
His
anybody.
wife got like assaulted by the paparazzi and nobody gave
Yeah,
a shit.
COVID. People thought he was gonna die when he got
But
COVID.
that changed everything.
did.
People
It
started
actually-
taking it serious.
Did.
Yeah, Obama's your best shot, I would think.
He's probably first in the draft, and it wouldn't even be close.
He's up there, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Because look, God forbid, seriously, if Biden died today.
A lot of people would expect it.
Yeah, and also like after a week, people are like, all right, like it would not be a big deal. I don't think.
I heard Howard Stern say yesterday that enough with the Queen already. We got to get back to the Trump raid.
Yes.
What
that hasn't
in
been
the-
spoken about enough.
What in the world?
It's about time.
He's been snapped. He's fucking snapped.
He had on. I had actually Googled it because I didn't remember. He is okay with Rosie now.
Oh, they're buddies.
Oh, that's
They've
been-
been
that's
buddies
for
like
That's
10
for a
years.
long time.
Oh, a long
yeah.
time,
I
yeah.
didn't know that, and she was on for like an hour and a half the other day. So
Oh, God, yeah, I'm
yeah.
all set. Jesus. Yeah, no, that's long been, and he used to kill her. Oh, my God. So the worst things about her.
Easy target with Rosie O'Donnell. Even though
No,
she
with Trump,
kind of
yeah.
was likable. Like early on, she was a very likable individual. When she got political, it's when
She changed when she went on The View and she became very political.
And she,
But I-
and she changed The View, by the way. Like,
yeah,
The
it
View
became a
was,
super political show.
The View is kind of here's like whoever. Here's Tom Selleck to talk about his new TV movie and then kiss his ass and talk about who's dating who and it'd be done.
Yeah.
Or like it'd be like women's issues, like, oh, they didn't talk about it on TV at that point. Like, oh, I get my period. And everyone's like, oh, what?
How brave.
I blame that shit way more than I would ever blame the cable networks and stuff like that. Like my mom doesn't give a fuck about politics, and all of a sudden she's watching The View, and Rosie O'Donnell is saying that shit, and now she cares all of a sudden. Like it's so random.
But did your mom listen like Rush?
No,
No, or
she didn't
what?
give a shit. And
No,
it-
she didn't watch like.
but it just like
she watched Bill O'Reilly or Tucker Carlson or anything.
no shot. Nope.
Yeah.
No shot.
Yeah.
But organically, it starts to build up over time, and now she watches all that
I
shit.
was flipping around even like today. That was for some reason I saw that Beto O'Rourke is on Jimmy Kimmel tonight.
Ah,
That
I'm like,
racist.
racist piece of shit.
no kidding. But I'm like that is so like you're just turning your back on half your audience when you do that because you know it's not. He would never have his opponent on.
Right.
You know, like why does he have him on? Nobody in America cares about that guy. He fucking flamed out when he ran for president.
But even that shouldn't be like as politicized as
But why
it
is he?
is.
But why is he having him on? Other than just
No,
to
it's,
help him?
it's politics. But like if this were 10 years ago, he's like Bill Clinton going on and playing the saxophone or
Well,
some
John
shit.
McCain
There's
would
a
go on like
celebrity
the Tonight
aspect
Show
to
or
it.
something, right?
Yeah.
That has changed. That would never happen now.
Yeah.
But like having Beto O'Rourke on, like it's not going to be funny, obviously, and it's not going to be a hard-hitting political.
No,
interview. So
certainly
like,
not.
what's your mindset for having him on? Why are we doing this other than to just promote?
Yeah, that's it. It's
Yeah,
a campaign stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like. I like seeing Jimmy Kimmel eat shit, but like that would seem ridiculous. Like,
I think you're much more racist to make the leap that he is a racist for that.
yeah, I mean, do you think he even like put So the joke was Will Arnett dragged him out because he lost again,
Right.
Because he lost the best host or whatever.
Which it's a stupid bit because does anyone talk about that? Like
No.
Jimmy Kimmel lost again?
He's not like
no
what's
one-
her face.
No one gives
Susan
a
Lucci
fuck
or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So they bring him out, and then once they announced the winner, which was Abbott Elementary's creator, he stayed lying down. Everyone's like, "Oh, this is a white man." I'm like, I mean, you think of a white person when he wouldn't have done the same thing.
That's just begging to be, especially someone like Jimmy Kimmel, who Kimmel.
But if it's going to happen.
He was not in blackface, right, this time? To be clear? I know he's done that before. but-
Right,
Like, I
yeah.
like seeing him eat shit because he's a phony, so I have no problem with it, but it's just dumb. Like, it's just stupid.
Of course, yeah.
And the Emmys, what the fuck? I mean, Jesus, talk about no buzz. Nothing.
What was it down 25% from last
Was it
year or
really? I
something
figured
like
it would
that?
take a beating.
think
It was a Monday night game people cared about, and just nobody.
I think it was still like 5 million people, which sounds like a lot to me in today's world.
Yeah, just not in comparison to what it was, I guess.
I mean, yeah, if you look up I don't know how many people watched the Emmys in like 95, say. I don't know, but I bet you it was 20 million.
Right.
Probably 25 million. I'm saying it's always less than the Oscars.
I was gonna say it was always less than the Oscars, right?
Yes.
Even at its peak.
Oh, way less.
So now it's gonna be that much more
Yeah,
drastic.
well, 12 million people in 2008.
Yeah, and that's 2008. So yeah. And it continues to be essentially, though Abbott Elementary won a few, continues to be broadcast on network television and essentially an advertisement for streaming and cable television on network television for 2 hours. I think.
You can't control that though. Like if that's the best TV.
I agree. Oh no, I agree. But it's got to be weird.
And they're in bed. They're in bed with a lot of that.
I know. Yeah. But it's NBC's like, NBC didn't win anything. I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
And here's Netflix winning everything. HBO Max. I think HBO was the big winner the other night, right?
Yeah.
So it's just.
I bet they
crazy.
had a couple obligatory nominate like that Good Girls or something like that. Probably.
Yes,
got
Abbott
nominated.
Elementary is a network show. But I think that's about it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch any of it. I mean, I saw some clips on YouTube, but I didn't have any interest in watching it. Kenan Thompson host.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Better Call Saul snubbed again.
I never won anything, right?
No wins.
Crazy. I do think it's weird that so John Oliver won for like the 90th time in a row. He's everything. Okay, he's one of my kings. Slay away. But he does like 20 shows a year. Like, and he goes against like Colbert and those guys. I'm not saying he's not better, but those guys.
Oh yeah, I always thought that was weird about Bill Maher too. that
Yeah.
They only did X amount of episodes.
Like, or like Abbott Elementary, which does 22 or 24 versus whatever comedy that's going to win. Fleabag or something. It does 6. It's just very strange. I
How
mean,
much
again,
is he paid in comparison to?
Has to be less. It has to be just from
Like what does Tucker Carlson make?
40 million probably.
Oh, he makes like that.
Probably
that much?
now, right? 30 million?
'Cause I was gonna say,
I
I
mean, it's
think-
just advertise. John Oliver, it's hard to quantify because they don't advertise, obviously, have subscribers.
right.
He probably makes 10 million, right? 15
I
million?
would think so.
That sounds
yeah,
more
10
than
or 15.
Well,
It's 20 shows a year.
Letterman was making like 12.
He owned
right?
it, though, but he also owned the.
Well, that.
His company.
15 million.
Oh,
you're right.
so he
owned-
makes less
he was
because
making like 50, 60 million.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. I was using that number and thinking it has to be less than that, right?
Maybe not anymore. I don't know. I have no idea because HBO, they have so much fucking money.
Yeah, 35 million for Tucker. I mean, Tucker does what John
Tucker
Oliver
Carlson-
does every single night.
Tucker Carlson
Right.
should make 50 million. What? Oh, you think he's that funny?
No, I don't think
His
so.
monologue was incredible.
I went to see my family this weekend.
Yeah.
My grandparents, they don't understand podcasts or anything. They've never shown any intro. Like they've never said, "Hey, you should do this." Until this weekend, my grandfather goes, "You know what show you got to get on? Gutfeld."
Yep.
I was like, "I'll see what I can do."
It's dominant.
I'll try.
in
Yeah.
comparison. Yeah.
Has SNL done the Gutfeld Seinfeld thing yet or no? I would watch that.
Oh, I don't know.
They did how the Gutfeld guy who just like made the observation they have wacky like sidekicks. I'd watch that episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll pitch that to Corolla when I go on the show.
SNL did.
I got one.
They've done it like everybody left, right? They have to do like a complete overhaul for next season, right?
Oh, Kenan Thompson's there.
Oh, he's like the last man standing.
I think I saw a tweet a couple weeks ago. 52 people have left since Kenan Thompson started. The cast members.
Oh, I'm so. I would.
I thought it would be more.
I would have bet the over. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's the longest running in the history of the show by far.
Well, that's.
But he's also like I don't find he's not really like for me, but I get like you have to have like a stable, like solid kind of guy who can do a bunch of things. He's like
safe.
There's things he's been in that are kind of funny. Like he's not.
Yeah, he's not right. He's not. He was. I saw some of his jokes at the things, and they were not. They had a couple of jokes about Netflix that weren't unfunny. Like,
Yeah. You gotta give him credit. He went from all that to just SNL for like he's always been in the.
and he has a
public eye.
sitcom on now, right? Or he did.
I think he got canceled. But
That's
yeah.
the big difference with Lauren Michaels. Book Lauren Michaels, would you please?
Lock.
Like he would have never let somebody do a sitcom during like
While they were on?
never 20, 30 years ago. And now it's like, you know, if Kate McKinnon wanted to go do a movie or wanted to do a show or wanted to do whatever, yep, go do it. I think it's just different.
Well, SNL is kind of symbolic of like the time, like the young generation now and everything, where you don't grow up till you're whatever age, 25,
Right.
30, whatever.
Right.
SNL used to be like a place you stopped by, learned how to perform, and you got out. Then you started in a movie or something. Now, look at Pete Davidson. All the people that left, Pete Davidson, Kate McKinnon, all these people, they were there for like 10 years.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's
no one
true.
did.
It's true. And like I always say, nobody leaves anymore and becomes a movie star because there are no movie stars anymore.
Yeah.
But nobody really leaves and becomes a massive TV star really either anymore. Not really.
No.
Like not lately. We've talked about this. Not like
No, I mean, Pete Davidson's a star for nothing
He's like a
he's
social
done.
media star.
Yes. Yeah.
Like he's a funny guy and everything, but he's
Yeah.
not like
you know what, the movie he made, that King of Staten Island,
it was fine.
It was but that's something in like the 90s where he would have left after that and made bigger movies.
Well, he would have left after that and then been like, he would have been like, tried to be like Sandler or been like,
right, he would have been in a movie with
been
Ben
a
Stiller, or
romantic
something.
comedy
Yeah,
with Jennifer Aniston or something. It'd be so quirky that he's hard to really.
But that goes back to was the dog walk talking about this too? I forget who was talking about. We've had this
Maybe I
conversation.
don't have the answer to that question.
There's no
Okay.
comedies anymore. So why would an SNL cast member take off when there's no such thing as comedy movies anymore?
Right.
No, now you have like whatever, like Jesus, I'm blanking. God, the Get Out director.
Oh, Jordan Peele.
Oh,
Yeah, you have Key Peele and you have like fucking Nathan Fielder. Like it's just a weird.
Yeah.
Or you have a bunch of stand up, or there's no place for it anymore.
Well, I hadn't heard it, but they were referencing Matt Damon, I guess, did some interview. And he said with any movie nowadays, 50 million marketing, 50 million
I heard
production. Or
I've heard him
whatever.
say this before. So that was Simmons once too, but
Yeah.
I thought he had a really great point about DVD sales.
yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, well, he said that's why people like studios aren't putting their money into movies.
Correct.
Because you used to be able to take a risk and say, well, this might fucking bomb it. Like Office Space might do nothing in the box office, but then afterwards it'll
Right.
get a second life. Now that doesn't happen.
I think I could be wrong, but I think in '95, the biggest VHS seller of that year, or one that was the Shawshank Redemption, or second or something, and it was a flame out in the theaters.
Right.
But it was a $40 million movie, and they were like, well, all right, maybe people will rent it.
Now something can catch on Netflix.
That's like, I'm not even counting rentals for that either. I mean, that was obviously a bigger part than buying VHS back
Right.
then. Yeah. Now
if
Netflix
it catches
will
on
buy
Netflix,
it,
but even if it does, the studio is not
it doesn't
raking in money
They've already sold it,
Right.
or HBO or
based on whatever it did in theaters.
Because essentially nobody buys movies on demand.
Top Gun was the first I bought
Right.
since that was like
Yeah.
a thing 15 years ago.
Because it's already, because it's going to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be somewhere. Like other than Top Gun, which is, it's on Paramount, right?
You asked that the other day. I'm not sure.
But it's like not going to show up on HBO, I wouldn't think, right? Or Showtime, I don't think.
I think
Eventually,
it would be on
maybe.
Showtime
Yeah, but it's
in
like
like
two
a year.
2 years
Yeah.
from now or something. So,
Yeah.
but it's true. Those $30-40 million movies are dead.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is you can wait, like you just said, if Top Gun's not on streaming for 2 years, you'll just wait now.
Right.
Whereas back in the day that wouldn't happen, but now you'll be like, oh, okay, I'll see it then.
Yeah, and if you're really going to go, I mean, you'll go see it in the theater. Like
Yeah.
if you, which is, but yeah, he's right. I'm trying to think of a movie now that, those days of the $40-50 million movies are over. It's too bad. So yeah, but the other point is like, you just wouldn't make a movie, even like Old School now, they wouldn't make that movie.
No way.
Nope.
Like, and it's really, you watch Old School, it's really not particularly outrageous. Like,
Well, I've heard a couple stand-ups just on like their podcast. No one's done it yet, really. I don't think. I know
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer was in a movie, but I think that was backed by a studio. But I've heard a couple stand-ups like talk about like we should just write a movie, shoot it ourselves, and put it out. But no one's done it yet, so I don't know if it's a viable thing.
no
that'll
one's
happen.
like, I wasn't going to go to the theater to see that.
No, but I think based on if they're doing it on their own, I think it would be something they put out on YouTube. The way
That's what I mean,
they're doing
but
their
yeah, right.
specials.
That's
like
not-
how much would
Yeah.
it cost to produce Wayne's World right now?
I can't imagine a ton, right?
You know,
Nothing.
And maybe I think the audience would be forgiving if they knew that.
Who's going to star in it?
Well, that's the thing. It would be one of these guys with an audience, Tim Dillon or someone with an audience.
I mean,
Chris DiStefano or
Right.
something.
Right. That's a
Right.
very. Those guys are very successful, but it's a very compared to what Wayne's World was. A very
Oh, it's
small
not-
audience.
yeah.
It would be smaller than like a made-for-TV movie.
and
like
it wouldn't
Wayne's
even.
World.
You probably couldn't even quantify the money it made because it's like they'll put it on their Patreon and
Right.
then on YouTube or
Right,
something.
you just don't know. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, Gutfeld. I said this for years. As usual, I was right. Like Middle America was dying for something at night to laugh at because they were being mocked. They've been mocked since Trump was president. I'm not saying Gutfeld stinks. I'm not. Of course he stinks.
I don't know.
But guys like Jerry and Mike Scram are pretending they like it.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, they don't.
he
They
roasts
don't.
the libs.
They
Because
don't
they're like, oh,
want it.
yeah, like Biden's old. Kamala. Like it's the same shit.
They don't want it. They just almost like feel indebted to support it.
They gotta fight back. They feel like,
Yeah.
Because but you know what? That's correct. Like they've been shit on. They shit on people who forget the MAGA people. They shit on people who are just centrists.
Right.
Like they can try to Elizabeth Warren and she'll go on and do 20 minutes on Colbert and you're like, how's the show's supposed to be entertaining? Like this used to be like David Letterman's show, who turned out to be a crank, or this used to be what Johnny Carson did. Like this is not like where are jokes. Like do a couple of stupid bits and have a couple of movie stars on. Get the fuck out of here. Sing a song so I can go to bed. And now it's Liz Warren and like Jimmy Kimmel crying about something like a school shooting. Like fucking host a fucking comedy show.
Gutfeld doesn't get celebrities, right? Like nobody.
Well, he
goes
probably
on
gets
there.
like Scott Baio or something.
Yeah, but like as almost like as political analysis, not as a guest.
He doesn't do the
promoting-
same, like, hey, Miles Teller's here.
Yeah, tell me about that
sort of thing.
story when you were in 5th grade or something like that.
I know nothing other than the
I'm
monologues
guessing,
we've,
yeah.
we've
Okay,
played of him.
yeah,
I don't know. Guys like Jerry pretend to watch it. There's no way Jerry watches that and laughs. There's
I think he
no-
watches it, but I don't think he's like cracking up at
There's
it.
no chance.
Yeah.
Jerry tweets about how funny Tucker's monologues are. Like, nothing. We like Tucker. He's a friend of the show, but like, I mean, I don't know. He's a talented guy.
Does some funny eulogies.
He's worth his money. I'll see. That's true. That's true. That was very funny.
Yep.
He's worth it. He's definitely worth what he's getting paid. If you replace him with somebody else, I think you would see a difference for sure.
I've
Well,
said
that's what they said about Bill O'Reilly, right?
But he's better than O'Reilly.
Oh, I agree. But that's what I'm saying is who knows who's next.
True. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, if they put Jesse Walters in, it would fucking sink.
Yeah.
I think. Although I don't know. You might be right though. These Fox people are just sheep.
I don't think
Same as
anybody-
MSNBC people. I don't know.
I don't think anybody thinks of it, but to me, Tucker Carlson, the fact that he's been on every single network, like right or left, throughout his career, is actually a testament to him.
For sure.
You know, but nobody
Yeah.
looks at it like that. They just think he's public enemy.
But
number
he's
one,
also,
you know?
but he's not really ever. Yeah. No, I agree.
But he was on CNN as the House Republican.
Doesn't matter
right?
to me. Like, so what?
But I'm just saying, it was different back then. The point of having him on was like, see, we have a liberal
Yeah,
and a
crossfire.
conservative
True.
arguing.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, what's his name? Was
Okay.
it? Who's the Juan Williams or whatever on Fox News was the liberal, and he wasn't like.
Yeah, but he's kind of turned his back on that, right? He's a conservative now.
I think so.
I think I don't know. I don't watch it. I try and I'm telling you, I don't watch any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I should probably. I just don't have the. It just wears me out.
Do you have a alert on for any time Fred Couples is mentioned on Twitter? Like, how did you find that?
I
during
search
Fred
Fred's
interview?
name on Twitter probably 15 times a day.
I had texted. No, not text. I had,
It's just in the saved.
I mean, Dave, when he
search
starts
bar.
going on the George Brett's podcast, I mean,
I will check. We can compare timestamps.
maybe you wanted to hear the shit story that George Brett tells.
in terms of what?
I emailed Lynn Roach 10 minutes before you quote tweeted that fucking appearance.
Did you listen to
It
the
was-
appearance?
I listened to partial.
You hear
or part
George
of it.
Brett's talk back while Freddie's trying to listen to George Brett?
little bit.
It's a lot of that going on. And George Brett is very intense, by the way.
Yes, he's
Wow.
very scary, very scary man.
He seems angry about something.
Yes, yes.
I
He's
don't
an
know.
entertaining guy from that one story I've heard him tell.
The hemorrhoid story?
The shit
Oh, the
story.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very intense. Great. I mean, a great hitter. Great hitter. He's in my. I'll put my top 10 hitters in my lifetime list.
Wow.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's seems like
I always liked
praise.
his name as a kid. Too. That's a baseball player.
George Brett?
George Brett.
Two first names.
Yeah,
Winners.
just Brett. George Brett. Like that's a good Jerry name too. Also, it's like a top 80 Jerry name.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Go ahead. So yeah, so he's on George. But here's the thing. Here's why I don't want to forgive you a pass at all. But Freddie he likes the athletes. He loves the professional athletes. Like I bet you he's buddies with George Brett.
I was gonna say he probably knows George.
That's
Brett.
give me a pass. There's no.
That's a one-on-one invitation. That's a George Brett texting Fred
Yeah.
Couples.
And what do you think? What do you think was an invitation the way we did it? What invitation has he accepted the way we've gone about it? Do you think? Any
I have no
appearance?
idea.
I don't think there's been one. That's my honest opinion.
I don't know. You think he's maybe like
Sirius is, Sirius is an arrangement he has. George
Yeah.
Brett is a friend. He went on another one that we've talked in the past that we
that
believe.
Seattle Seahawks guy?
There you go. Like
That is true.
and
He
that
has
was
a-
like
he
a
has a-
mind and body one. That was like a health related one. So that was a favor. So I think he limits his press outside of friends texting him directly, which is totally fair.
Right.
I just don't know why. Like
When I say 6 people are going to listen to that George Brett thing,
because you tweeted it.
I've listened to it twice, but I'm saying other than that, like, I don't know who else is going to listen to it.
I'd be interested if I was scrolling through and saw George
It's
Brett.
wild. It's fucking wild.
Because George Brett is a podcast that is very guest based for me. I always think like, if he has a good guest, I'll listen.
It's also an infomercial, by the way.
You know what is on next week? James
that?
Eckhouse. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was shocked.
the flood work is
That would
done.
just be great. It was just George Brett secretly wanted to just fuck every single week.
I pulled the.
He's quietly a Minifan.
You know, in 1984, I was in New Jersey. I ran into this guy. He said he was a guitar player and a singer. I didn't know him. He's fucking on right now. George Brett is so mad. He's like screaming at Freddie at one point. It's like, they call me a racist. And Freddie's like, I don't know what's going on. Did you hear that part or no? No. What the fuck is going on?
Couldn't make it past.
You
all
got to
that.
book George Brett. I like him.
All right, lock.
Seriously, book him.
Who's promoting that podcast? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to have George Brett on.
We've got Sly Stallone and the ghost of Peter Minahan on today.
It's unbelievable. No shit.
The Jason Priestley angle did not work with James Eckhouse. Unfortunately, he did not respond to that.
I guess he's building houses.
Building
I think
houses.
James Eckhouse is. We've lost him, Dave. I think that.
No, I will never give up. I'll never give up.
How did you feel when you saw that tweet from me about George Brett and Fred Couples? First of all, I beat you too. You didn't even know about it, right?
Yeah, because I don't like type in Fred Couples' names
Okay.
on,
So you're not
Twitter.
doing your
should be
job. Okay, go ahead.
I Google
So-
him every now and then, but I don't do it on Twitter.
That's great, Dave.
nonstop.
Okay, go ahead.
But I like to see the interviews that he's doing. And stuff
What did you
like
think when
that.
you saw he was on George Brett's podcast?
I want to fucking throw up.
It's tough. That's a tough one.
But it
for
was
you.
the first thing I thought of because then you turn it on and you see the financial planning ads and all that bullshit.
Some bros hanging on the couch, and then
Right.
they had Freddie on Skype. It looked like to me, right?
Yeah, he was having a good time though.
Freddie looked good.
Yeah.
He had a Ramon shirt on, I think, which is very odd. That's not a Freddie thing. I was a little confused. New wife, maybe? I don't know. I'll ask him. Okay. How are we looking? Any updates on him?
No, I emailed that night.
Freddie
10
Karras
minutes
solved a
before.
murder? Is there any histories that needs
Have
me
you
to help?
mentioned that?
I'm happy to help out with this if there's any lingering mystery in his family.
He probably has some interest in the family. Maybe he should reach out about that. I don't know.
I would do. Well, if I had his number,
Yeah.
you know,
I should have just asked Lynn for his number right there. But like, let me talk to him quick.
should like put him on. We'll talk to him.
We won't abuse
Hey,
it.
you know what? Patch him through right now. What's
Part of
the
me is
deal?
like, I just want to get in the car and drive to South Dakota right now and be like, what the fuck? Like, why are you on George Brett's podcast?
yeah.
You could probably find his. I'm sure it's public information.
I don't want to do that.
Find him.
but-
I think we should go to Furyk and Friends. That seems like that could be a wild time.
That is fun. That's a fun event, I'm
Yeah,
told.
that looks like a good one.
Friends.
Yeah, Jim Furyk and friends.
We are in there.
It does sound like fun. I think fun.
I know Riggs isn't necessarily a friend anymore. It seems like.
I got no problem with Riggs. Riggs is what he is. You know? But it turns out we were right a couple of years ago after all.
Oh man.
Who knew?
Yep.
Who knew? He seemed like we triggered him.
Well,
he
it
was gonna call
seemed
into
like, and maybe there's something to this. You get around your buddy Ryan Whitney, and all of a sudden Riggs is
Persona
old
non
news.
grata.
Old news.
Well, we all can't
He
be.
said he was going to
Yesterday's
call in this
tomatoes.
morning,
He did?
but I think he's taping with the New York Islanders.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He just starts calling with voices. It's Susan Waldman.
Jesus. What else?
What did you think of the mini golf after the 3-month delay?
So I didn't watch it. I can't watch myself, but I saw that you tweeted out some clips, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was very well done. You know, the parts that I saw. Did it seem like it needed 3 months of preparation from what you saw?
I think from a production standpoint, probably. But I think
how
from
long was it?
32 minutes, I think. 37
It's
minutes.
6 parts, I was told.
4 or 6. I forget how many.
Okay, yeah. Where did it end? Where did we?
That's a great question.
Oh, you don't know?
It was tough to follow along with
Okay,
that
so
one.
we done with the first round?
Because it was kind of livish where you're all starting on different holes.
It was a shotgun start, yeah.
Yeah, so it was,
And I was on there a
tough-
couple of times?
You were 3 holes, I believe.
Okay,
the,
all right,
the ones I
okay.
tweeted out. Yep.
Okay,
And then, but it was one of those things where it sounds like it's going to be like a great thing to watch, and then it kind of, I don't know.
Oh, not great. Oh, you're critical of Hank's work.
No, I'm not. I think he did a great job production wise. I just wonder is
Hank
mini-
was critical of the case, if you remember. He said they didn't solve anything a year. If you remember, I don't remember that or
It
not.
was a slow burn.
I just wonder if
missed
mini
on that
golf is more the way like we documented in the moment. It's tough to make like a series out of it. I don't know.
I think it's good. I think now people's attention spans are very long, so you should drag it out as long.
good move, I
You
think.
should wait 3 months and then make it a 9-part series.
When is part 2?
I would assume next.
Oh, it's like
next
tonight?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, really? They're gonna
I
run
don't
in a
know.
row? Oh.
Maybe they're doing 4 nights in a row. I don't know. Yeah.
I just gotta find out who wins. It's such a mystery.
Well, yeah, there's no way of figuring that out.
Yeah. They had to put it on at 7 because Portnoy's drops at 8, and you couldn't get that on YouTube.
I did see
all,
that.
yeah.
That was a whole disaster, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Was there any Clemmer stuff on that or no?
Not.
No,
I don't think so.
Oh, he wasn't on there at all?
Just a couple lines by the announcers after the fact, just kind of poking
I saw
fun
that.
at him
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit, but
I saw
nothing. Yeah, I don't
they
think
didn't show him
I
at
didn't see
all.
one shot of his. No, Yeah, unless I missed it. I could have.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be part 2, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was. Yeah, like I said, there were not a lot of words exchanged.
Yeah, I wonder if Clemmer's going to apologize to Albert Pujols. Like, did you hear Max Kellerman apologize to Albert Pujols because he did the exact same thing that Chris Clemmer did?
It
Yes.
seems like Albert Pujols has slowed down. Am I wrong or no? Did he stop taking steroids again? What happened?
Yeah, maybe.
I will say, if you're Pujols at this point, why not take steroids? Like, you're not.
What's the difference?
I assume he's gonna be done at the end of the year, right?
Well, they're probably looking at the Hall of Fame, right?
oh, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This is
so
what,
Kellerman.
4 away from 700.
Oh, he's
Let
just,
me just look. I think he might be. I think he might be at 1 second.
I know he tied A-Rod the other day.
Oh, did he?
I think he beat A-Rod. No,
Oh, he
I
passed
think he
him.
hit a homer the other night.
He is at.
4th all time?
Is he 4th all time?
I think so.
That's wonderful. What a wonderful career he's had. He has hit
Can't
697 home
Ah,
runs.
so he passed him.
I'm just looking up his.
Can't count Bonds either, right? So technically, he's probably 3rd.
Why can't you count Bonds? He's 1st all time.
Nah, everyone says.
I know, but like he is
I know,
first, isn't he?
I know.
Like, I don't,
That's why it's funny about Judge. They're like, he's going to break the record. It's like, he isn't. But
oh, that's what everyone's saying. Maris is the new.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with, but that's already been.
we can just pretend the others
yeah,
didn't
it
happen.
happened, and
Yeah.
everybody was fucking like pretending like these like Mark McGwire was on steroids in 1998.
Right.
Like,
And it's like the pitchers
size
were
of-
on steroids.
Of course.
It's somewhat even.
yeah, I mean, I assume Aaron Judge is clean the way they test now, but how the hell do I know? I don't know.
Right. It's not even like Bonds obviously had an unfair advantage over Babe Ruth, but like in the generation he was playing in.
Sure, but I mean, I don't want to get in it, but I mean, of course, like Babe Ruth didn't have,
Right.
didn't face 3 lefties. come out of
Bonds
the
wouldn't have
bull-
been playing against him.
Oh, that A, and secondly, Ruth didn't have 3 lefties come out of the bullpen every game.
Oh, true, too,
yeah. I mean, I don't. To me, you let these guys do it. Like you can't pretend they don't hold the record. Like if Judge hits a 60-second home run, they're going to treat it like it's a record then, like live, like at the game.
Well, it's the American League record, right? Because the other guy, Sosa, McGuire, and Bonds.
yeah, nobody else is. Right, that's true. I guess. Boy, I guess that's
Yeah.
what a record.
Well, I'm just saying.
That's true.
A Yankee
What's
record.
he at now?
55-ish? I don't know exactly.
Okay, so he's got a ways to go.
Yeah.
That's good. That's nice. He's had a wonderful career. A wonderful year for him.
Somebody tweeted out like Mark McGuire's record-breaking home run from years ago. It was such a great moment. Like that was such a great summer watching that shit.
Kind of a weak home. The home run that broke the record was kind of weak.
Was it?
Like a little line drive over the.
Yeah, it
but
just kept going.
But you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, it was. I remember him and Sosa. But like, I remember watching it being like, well, he's like on steroids. Like, why? He's fucking
Were
enormous.
people talking about it then in a way?
It wasn't
Nah,
like
not.
it was out there. Remember he had the shit in his locker.
Yeah, but
Oh, it was out there.
yeah.
So Pujols is hitting 241. He's slugging 290 OBP this month. So in 10 games. So is he like off it this month? I don't know what's
Yes.
going on. Oh, he is. Because in June, his OPS, what do you think of that, Mike? Was 425. Then went to 944 in July and over 1224 in August. So he was juicing according to Clemmer. Well, here's my problem with Clemmer is he didn't have the balls to say it, right?
He did not.
Yes.
He danced around.
He
That's the
asked.
worst. Just say you think he's doing it. Who cares? Not going to jail.
Well, what about Kellerman? Here's Kellerman the other night.
Oh, I hate
He's killing the ball. Matter of fact, bartender, I'll have whatever he's having. I mean, this is unbelievable. He sure has turned back the clock. I just wonder if there was anything that could be pointed and how does
See, just say he's doing it. You think he's doing it? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't think it's unreasonable.
And then the next day.
Yesterday on This Just In,
Oh,
we
you gotta be
showed
kidding
video
me.
of Albert Pujols as he chases 700 home runs. I commented that he seemed to be hitting the ball much better than he has in a long time. Some, including Albert, inferred that my curiosity
Come on,
you
Max.
pussy, you pussy, you fucking pussy.
What could you have meant? Oh, gee, I wonder what he meant when he said that.
Let's hear this.
inferred that my curiosity as to how he was achieving this recent level of success could
How is he
only
was-
mean that he was benefiting from something other than a lot of hard work, practice, and his natural ability. For that, I apologize to Albert and the Cardinals organization.
That's life when you have Major League Baseball rights, man. Like, what a pussy. You pussy.
I'm
You
sure
know what, Dave? I'll say it. Albert Pujols is on steroids.
Oh boy.
I'll say it.
Do you think the Cardinals assistant to the traveling secretary watched that and was like, "Thank you, Max.
That's good. That's all. Max,
It's a weight off my
that's all we
shoulders."
needed, Max. Thank you. Jesus. What a pussy. First he didn't say it, then he denied. Oh, God, that's pathetic.
That's funny to just infer it. But I don't even mind him doing that in a joking way or whatever. Like, oh, geez, I wonder how he's doing this. But then to be like, some people thought I was referring to steroids.
I was thinking that old.
Why would they think that?
That pussy Lebitard one time, I remember this, was ripping on Boston on our. Remember that? And then we called them, and then they came back from a break. They clearly had been talked to by management. And they were like, "Oh, Boston's," and then the coach was like, "I lived in Lawrence for a while, great area." And they were all like, "Oh, it's just so pathetic."
Meanwhile, they're not even rated. They're doing so poorly.
That's what they were zeros. And of course, Lebitard had 70 million or whatever he makes, so good for him.
Yeah.
But anyway,
yeah. Do you think that in that boardroom meeting that they also brought up Barstool Sports because of Clemmer? They want an apology from Barstool Sports.
Clemmer would do it.
Yeah,
oh, for sure, Clemmer would do it. But again, just say it. If you think
that would actually be good Barstool content, by the way, too. If he had to apologize, it would be Barstool people always making fun of the fact he had to apologize. It would be a thing.
True.
Tommy Smokes has to write him a statement.
Right. Yeah.
Emergency press conference.
Yeah, he should. I mean, it's a horrible thing he said about Albert Pujols. It's not right.
That would be funny to just him mocking Max Kellerman even.
You should.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, now we're suggesting it. That'll be done probably 4 o'clock today.
You got to get to now. That's what I call
now
music
you're
for, though.
Now you're listening stupid,
You're welcome.
Yeah. You can, exactly. Jesus God. Well, Milton's. Get your Milton stuff right now, please. Go to Milton's. Go to miltons.com or go to one of their 3 fine locations in New England, Massachusetts, really. Social Plaza Braintree, Chestnut Hill Square, Chestnut Hill, and their newest location in the Burlington Mall in Burlington, Massachusetts. Burlington Mall, where I saw Doc Hollywood at the movie theater. Very surprising nude scene from the lead actress. And I remember Andy Nolan and I were very happy at that. Very delighted. Many years ago. Didn't even know about Milton's at the time. My life has changed. I've grown up. And I go to Milton's now to get all my clothes. Buy one, get one free suit event going on right now. Mike's going to be at the wedding this weekend. That's why he's leaving us, right?
Sure.
Is it not? Was it a comedy event or something?
No. Just a weekend away with the Broads family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How much are you dreading that?
Not that much, actually. I don't have to talk a lot.
Where are you going?
There's a lot out
Where are you?
I don't want to rile Cullinane up again, but let's say the Cape area.
Oh boy.
Another weekend at the Cape for me. I know.
Unbelievable. That's fucking Kennedy. Jesus. You're God.
Out to the vineyard.
Jesus. That's a good time to go, though. No one's going now.
Exactly.
Post Labor Day. Yeah. So it's you.
And the weather should be nice, which is nice.
Yeah, that is good. So it's you and Alba's family?
Yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. They have a place there or no?
No, I mean they got a place, but no, they don't own a place.
Right on the beach? You can be in a chair.
I don't know. I do think I'll be in a chair at some point.
If it's on the beach, you're not allowed to sit in the chair?
No, he can sit.
I'll be in a chair. Fellas, don't worry. I'll be in a chair.
There, looking at the water.
How many days?
4. I didn't care for the scheduling because it's Saturday to Tuesday or something like that. But
that's actually not bad though because it avoids the weekend traffic. I think that's a good move.
All right.
I love the move. Yeah, I can't criticize this Cape Cod move.
That's a great trip. Yeah. Anytime you go to Maine or Maine or the Cape post Labor Day, weather's just as good and not as many people are there. That's a fucking win.
Yes.
That is a win. Yep. Oh, good for you.
Oh, thank you.
That'll be a nice trip, I think, right?
Yes. Who will be taking my spot?
Oh, we'll find you. The people will find out. Sunday night taping, I will say that.
I'm going to bring in a bigger chair, but it's all right.
I don't know about that.
Thank you.
But Any boating going to be going on or no?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Okay. I've skated on that.
Yeah?
Promise.
Oh, that's not happening? No?
I don't think so.
Some places must have closed down for the summer, I assume, right?
They generally stay open now, though.
On the Cape?
September, yeah.
It's still semi-busy, especially on the weekends. I would think it'll still be open.
I would think October might be more.
What places are you talking about, Dave?
I don't know, just places that are on the beach, I would think. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a Cape guy.
I'll report back.
The Cape.
How's that?
What are you bringing, Mike? Since they're gifting with a weekend, are you giving them something? Are you going to buy something?
I'll buy some booze for the old man.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, flowers for the
mother. You will?
That's the general, yeah.
You'll buy her flowers?
We do that kind of stuff.
Bring her flowers?
You present her with flowers?
Usually Albert does it, and I just hand them to him. But yeah.
But it's from both of you. It's not just from
Yes, correct. Yeah.
I think there's nothing worse than that.
Do you see them often?
Alba sees them very often. I don't.
Oh, really?
I don't see them probably monthly, maybe. Yeah.
She does, or you do?
She sees them probably every other week. So yeah, I guess not monthly. Maybe every other month.
Well,
I see
that'll be a
them.
nice trip.
Is it a random trip or is it for an event?
I guess kind of random, not for anything in
Will anything be
particular.
happening at this weekend? Anything planned on your
No.
end?
No.
Okay, I don't know. No. You guarantee you buy that, Dave, or no?
I guarantee it.
I think he'd be honest with us and tell us if that was going to happen. He'd be.
Oh no, I
honest.
probably wouldn't. I wouldn't tell you before I did
Shit,
it.
Mike.
If you were, let's just say you're randomly down there, Dave, right? Like down the Cape.
I can't this weekend, but I would have been. Yeah,
Okay, I understand.
Thanks.
for the show.
What's up?
For the show. To see Mike's weekend for the show.
To see what?
I would have gone to see Mike's show.
Forget it. All right. If you want to shop online, go to miltons.com. I mean, I don't even know what to say. You go to you got Peter Millar. You go to Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, all the great clothes. North Face. Get moving right now. The original sponsor of Kirk Minahan. Go to Milton's right now. And the fall, by the way, is coming up soon. Starting next week, I saw lows in the 40s in the morning. So you get your Henleys, hoodies, jeans, coats. You just go to Milton's. They'll make you look good. They'll get you ready for the fall. We'll be there soon. Go to miltons.com or shop online miltons.com or go to one of their great stores. We thank Milton's as always for being the original sponsor, our partner in this endeavor. So we thank Milton's. What else?
Would you like to eulogize Ken Starr or?
I'm not really sure what to say.
Oh no.
I mean, I saw he passed away.
I didn't realize we
I
lost
think
him.
he'd been sick, right, for a while.
It seems like it. Yes.
Yeah, he was in his 80s. Once you get past 80, to me, I'm
Good
limited.
run.
Yeah, it's you've the minute you turn 80 is borrowed time. That's what I would say.
Yep.
Yeah. What am I supposed to say?
No,
I
I'm just
don't know.
asking. Just asking.
I'll
Do you
say
know,
this: even when the whole thing started, I remember thinking Monica Lewinsky was attractive in like the 90s.
Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Boy, the way I watched that show, Impeachment, because I was very young when that all happened. And like the way they cover her, and they're like
Oh,
this
my God.
fat pig. It's like Jesus
Linda Tripp
Christ.
too. John Goodman played Linda Tripp on SNL.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a tough scene. And the fucking president of the United States was essentially, fucking an intern in
Right.
the fucking Oval Office.
Right.
It's just, and now you have his wife and his daughter doing a podcast about empowering women. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. Not that Chelsea's fault, but it's just nuts.
Chelsea follows rap music. She has ever since she was a little girl. But I kind of came to awareness of you with the Cardi B WAP.
I can't.
I always wanted to do a song with Cardi. As soon as she's
Cardi, I also have a wet ass pussy.
Oh, God. What the fuck?
Not so much these days, but in my time.
Who knows? She's gonna be something spry. What the fuck is going on?
unbelievable.
WAP.
I'm not gonna like. It's easy to mock, but I did watch that full episode I told you last
Did?
week. Yeah, I watched it all the way.
Oh, my God.
I didn't.
It's his job.
I didn't hate her for some reason. Like,
She's a politician, Dave.
no, I know,
It's
but
her
I
job.
didn't hate her. Like, I
Yeah,
just.
I mean, she comes off in that Stern interview. She came
Way better
off,
than Stern. Way
if you're
better.
not thinking of who she is or what she's done, she comes off as likable.
it came off
yeah.
more authentic than anything else I've seen her
You
do.
believe that's authentic?
I don't think what she's saying is authentic, but she portrayed herself as likable. Like she was a great actress in it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I thought you, like we said, I thought she was very good on Stern, the clips we played. Like, she was way better than Stern.
Yeah.
She was like playful, talking about joking around. People said she was a lesbian. Remember all that stuff? Like,
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
actually good. Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't. Maybe she's kind of, now that it's over, I think even she knows it's over. Like, maybe
would
she can
hope,
be a
yeah.
little more relaxed at this point, I guess. What is, I don't know, what is Meghan Markle going to do the next couple of weeks? No podcast?
I'd say you got to go silent. I mean, if they're closing McDonald's in the UK, I think you
Are
can't
they
do
really?
a podcast. Yeah,
You got a
I
fucking
believe so.
hamburger there? Because this
I read something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Meghan Markle does a thrice yearly podcast.
She does. What else?
It's tough to pick up like how cold that relationship really.
Cold.
No, but
I'm a body language guy.
But that's all tabloid
cold, fucking cold. Between Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton? I let me tell you something. I am here to break that down. I watched when the four of them walked out the other day, right?
Yes.
And Meghan and Kate Middleton were as far away as you could be between the four of them. They fucking hate each other's guts.
Really?
That is a Ryan Minahan, Adam Minahan level of hatred right there.
Wow.
That's what I would say. Ice-y. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ooh, icy. Icy.
Wow.
Why? What's the beef between them?
Fuck do I know? But I just know they it's something about like,
Well, if you drive two brothers apart, I can see the.
well, I don't want to get to, was Kate Middleton close
Kate
to,
Middleton is the most attractive woman on the planet. Go on.
Was there one woman on the planet now? What happened? Was there a nuclear attack?
No, she's just remarkably attractive.
Oh no, she's
Oh my god,
she's a royal 2.
and maybe it's the
Debate.
royalty part of it.
She's a royal 2. So, was Kate Middleton close to her brother-in-law like before Meghan came in?
Probably. He was like he was like the fun guy. He was right.
Yeah, he seemed like he was a wacky guy.
Yeah.
Although they did date, didn't he date her sister for a while or something?
Oh, the one at the wedding.
Pippa
Yeah, she's
Middleton?
more attractive than Kate Middleton.
No, she is not.
She definitely is.
No, I do have a librarian chick type of thing though. So
What? I'm sorry.
I have like a librarian chick vibe.
Was Kate
wonder
Middleton a
where that
librarian?
comes from.
I'm a
She has that vibe.
I'm
She
a
always dresses
librarian.
proper.
She's not. I'm a legitimate librarian.
I'm not into that, but when she dresses all proper, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
Yeah.
She
Rubs your
You think
shoulders.
she looks like a librarian to you?
Well, she sometimes has outfits that give me that vibe. Yeah.
Okay. Like when she wears like those huge hats.
Well, that's a rare. That's like a.
Okay. Anyway, she doesn't do it for me. Look, I'm not. If you think I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
Yeah.
But there was real hatred. They were way far apart from each other. Like something happened, and then Meghan Markle called them all racist. That's the ball game.
Yeah.
Like you can't come back from that.
Too bad.
She's a queen. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
You know.
Well, not yet.
Is Camilla now a queen?
Yes, right?
But not. But she's not like the queen, right? Isn't it?
No, she can't be. It's going to go down.
Wasn't what's his name? Wasn't the king, right? Philip, her husband.
He
Whatever that
was. He was like a bullshit thing, right? Like she was the queen.
He wasn't technically.
He was
king,
a prince, I think, right?
But what's the reason for that?
Because she's the queen. I think you can have a king and a queen.
Well, so then I guess I'm asking, Camilla wouldn't be the queen,
Right, but she must have some different title, right?
The Duchess of Cornwall, Queen Consort.
You don't have a king and queen? I thought you had. Why can't you have both? I thought that's what it was.
I think you only have one, right?
You marry the king, you become the queen.
I don't think so. Like, would Diana have been the queen right now?
I don't know.
Yes.
Huh.
Really?
My luck to be chucked down the lavatory and go on and on forever, swirling around on the top, never going down. Camilla, oh darling. Charles, until the next one comes through. Camilla, oh perhaps you can come back as a box. Charles, what sort of box? Camilla, a box of Tampax so you could just keep going. Charles, that's true. That's our king of England right there.
I'll give it to him, though. When she brought up box, that's not the angle I thought that it was going to
No, he's very proper.
Yeah.
I give a guy credit, like I said, Bruce Springsteen. Like Charles was more attracted to the less attractive person. I never found Diana attractive, but Camilla's, I think if you ask 100 people would say is less attractive than Diana, right?
Okay.
Wouldn't you say, Dave?
Yes.
But Charles was like, fuck, I like this fucking girl. She's my
She's
girl.
crazy.
Good
yeah,
for him.
she's
Yeah,
wild.
I'm into it.
Good for
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
I was never a Diana guy.
No?
No.
Well, she came from the streets.
Oh, yeah, it was tough. Tough upbringing.
Yeah.
Charles Metteridge was like 10. It's fucking creeps. It's just so weird. Then, like, they're like, I was reading, like, Prince Andrew isn't allowed to wear, like, a certain outfit at the fucking funeral because
Good.
of, like,
He's lost that right.
Prince Andrew shouldn't be allowed to.
it's like 65 and, like,
To
this
breathe air.
fucking mom will let him wear an outfit after she dies. It's so fucked up. It's just fucking bizarre.
That's good. That's good punishment. Maybe he'll learn his lesson now.
Well, you're an Andrew guy, I would think.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
man
really.
doesn't sweat. That's an admirable quality.
That's true. What else?
Do you know anything about this Brett Favre story or no?
I read the story last night.
What the fuck is the deal with the volleyball stadium?
He wanted.
Like, is it a pawn?
Does
It
he have
can't be. They had to
Does
really
he have
try
a
to-
daughter who plays volleyball for the school or something?
Every article I read didn't actually go into the volleyball stadium. They just mentioned that he wanted the
Is
money.
he gonna
for
go to jail?
I don't know. Those text messages look pretty fucking
Yeah,
bad.
not great.
Yeah.
Not great. Did he lose every dollar he has or something? I know he does insanely crazy commercials.
I feel like he has had a tough post career. I can't think what I'm thinking of, but there was some other controversy he was involved in.
Well,
Yeah.
he was just like, he made some conservative comments, I think, and then he was
Maybe
doing.
that's it.
Yeah, I think they just like.
Well, he was also, they tricked him out. He was one of the first guys to be duped on Cameo, where they had him read a bunch of shit, and it turns out it was
right.
all
I
like
remember
white supremacist
I remember
stuff.
that. I remember that.
But like, they hired him originally as a broadcaster, or he auditioned to be a broadcaster, and I heard it was abysmal.
I'm sure he was awful. I mean, put it this way: if they'll hire you,
At
they'll hire
ESPN.
Brett Favre to be on ESPN.
Yeah.
Think of how bad he must be. Think of the terrible people they've had on.
Right.
And they loved him.
Did you
So.
see Jeff Pearlman's tweet because he wrote a biography?
I
on
did.
Brett
I read
Favre?
it, yeah.
And he tweeted out like, "I basically wrote a biography kissing Brett Favre's ass, and I regret it, and I wish you don't read it anymore." Like it was pretty intense.
Wasn't it also Favre that said, like, sometimes I walk to the end of the driveway and I don't know where I am anymore?
I believe that.
Something like that.
He
Yeah.
took some fucking hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird story. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out because I mean, he could go to jail. I think.
The text messages did not look nice. And
He's
using
very into this
welfare
volleyball
funds.
thing. I don't quite
Yeah.
get what's going on.
It just they didn't describe like what was the actual plan for the volleyball. I assume it was actually being
You're
built.
the governor, right?
Yeah, the governor's definitely going down for that one.
Christ,
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. Like 2022, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a gambler though.
Sure.
That was a gambler on the field.
Yeah.
His dad died. He played that next day.
I remember. Monday
Crazy.
Night Football.
Well, yeah, he was in Sunbow Mary. But yeah, keep an eye on that story. We'll keep an eye on that one, Dave.
Sure.
What else?
You see that 1,300 New York Times employees do not want to go back into the office?
I did see that.
Good.
I don't blame them. Fuck wants to go back in. Go back in the. Are they in the city?
I assume they're in the city.
Fuck that.
They have to be.
Why would they need to?
That's a good question.
Right? What do they need to for?
They don't need to, but if the company is demanding that you go back into the office for 3 days a week, I don't know why.
Well, you know why they? I mean, they own the building. Like, what the fuck are we using?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, COVID is over. So I mean, I know we're on YouTube. We're gonna get canceled now, but I mean, it is over. So
A lot of office spaces, the only reason they had to go back to work is because they own the building.
yeah, like fuck. Although I mean, at that point, you already own it. Might bring nobody. At least you save money on like air conditioning and heating and shit.
Right. True.
don't
Yeah, you
know.
have to pay it either way.
Like you see these places still being construction. Like who the fuck is gonna go in them?
I know.
Like I drive by. I'll see a place that's massive. I'm like, why are they building this?
They'll figure out something. Like those buildings will now become nightclubs, or they'll figure out something.
Nightclubs?
I'm just
These
saying,
are
they'll
I'm
figure
talking
out
about
something to do with them.
I'm talking about like a Waltham or in Lexington or Burlington nightclubs.
Well, let me tell you something, Kirk. They managed to build up a little place called Arsenal Yard in Watertown to be quite
fucking mac and cheese.
Here we go.
quite the hub.
Mac and cheese must be sick.
So who knows what they could do?
So many, Dave. How many reports do we get from people who got sick on that mac and cheese?
So many emails. So many
Outrageous.
messages.
Incredible.
Folks, tell them blind Mike's.
Shit, bro. Mike texts him. What's the guy's name?
John Taffer.
Text him about a fucking volleyball court and quotes. Mac and cheese and quotes. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
My dream is I was tagged just enough that my dream is that at the very least someone on John Taffer's social media team is like, who is this guy? Why are they,
$25 gift card.
why are they
coming your
using his
way.
name?
Could happen. Could be an influencer.
Be nice.
This kind of stuff happens at blindmike.net. I didn't watch it, but I got my email yesterday. The new Quincy episode was up.
You're damn straight.
Yeah, I didn't get to say. I did watch you and Craig the other day. Craig, unfortunately, did not die. I was hoping he would.
No, he's still with us.
Yes. What a riveting story he told about that whole thing. It was like, is there a payoff to the story? Or
What was that? I don't remember.
when he was like,
It didn't have an
He
effect
was like
on
in the hospital. It wasn't. And then he was like, yeah, I don't know. The nurse told me told me to just sit there for like 10 minutes, and I left.
He told me he passed out, so I thought there was going to be some good gossip, but sadly, no.
Producers are just what are they? Gatekeepers.
That's right.
That's all they are.
It's a gatekeeper.
That's all they are. What's going on at blindmike.net?
We have to record. We have to pre-record for Tuesday. Another Quincy today. But
'cause
if
you're gone.
If you're a top patron, you can watch live with us. So make sure you do that.
Wow.
A couple Why You Laughing's coming up tomorrow. The free one tomorrow is The Man Show
Right.
with our guest Vinnie Paulino.
Great.
And then I believe the Patreon episode will be a little program called Seinfeld.
Oh boy,
Yes.
Mike's excited.
Been waiting for that episode.
Good.
I bashed Jerry's stand-up, so I have to.
I remember this
I have
episode.
to compliment
Yes,
him
yes.
on the TV show.
Good. There you go. So go to blindmike.net right now. I heard he and Craig do some wacky ideas of what they're going to do if they get a certain amount of subscribers.
Oh yes, we have a bunch of ideas there.
yes.
So yeah,
Each one they were kind of like, yeah, actually that might not work out.
I think I think the one we've definitely decided on is
what's that?
at like I think we haven't settled on a number, but I think it's like 1,500 patrons.
Mm-hmm.
Craig and I will shoot stand up somewhere, perform it, and put it on the Patreon.
There you go.
And we'll analyze it.
That's good. So Mike will do stand up somewhere, Dave. Yeah. Great.
Well,
Now
it
he
can't
wants to do
be.
it.
Where'd that originate from?
I said I
wonder.
can't have the ease of doing KMS content.
Sure, I understand. I understand. So 1,500. So get Mike to that, please.
Please.
Blindmike.net. What else, David?
Did you see this teacher that was fired for not wanting to call a pedophile in class the other day? Did you
Yes,
see
I
that?
saw that. Yeah, we've got now students bringing down pedophile teachers. We've got it's a lot of stuff going on. I don't quite know. It's a strange world. I will say this: I would not want to be a teacher right now. Forget look, the ones who are creeps, great, go get them. But I'd be afraid to say anything at this point.
Right.
I mean, how do you these kids are the parents are nuts. They're all nuts.
Yeah, there's no point because if you try to be one of those, Hillary Swank type, you come in and turn everything around. Like, you can't do that because a kid will just videotape you and take it out of context or tell their parents, like, oh, they said this that I don't agree with, and then it's done. Like, you can't be that change of the...
Which Hillary Swank one is this?
Didn't she go into a school and put
I think she did.
She put on a hat backwards and rapped, and the kids were like, oh, we get it.
I think she did.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that now. You'd
No.
be dead. You would be dead. If you
Right,
did that.
that's what I'm saying.
It's true. You
I
can't
think
win.
in today's world, if you want to call a pedophile, you can do that.
That seems fair.
I would think so.
That seems fair. But a larger point is, I think every day you're like, oh, if I say something wrong, if I misgender somebody, even by mistake, or if I do this, I'm fucked.
And Dave is not taking into consideration,
By the way,
the rise of maps.
That's also true, too. It's a good point. By the way, imagine trying to defend teachers with the old producer here, like I just did. Forget it.
Right. I mean,
He hates them.
He hates them. Fucking hates them. Hates them. Oh, God. What else?
Nothing exciting.
Didn't you have a clip from that you played?
Yeah, if you want to play it.
From what?
He didn't seem like you wanted to talk about it, but just what the teacher said.
I just
Did you
found
hear
the-
did you hear the
Yeah,
actual
funny.
audio? Yeah.
We're not going to call them that. We're going to call them MAPs. No. Minor attracted persons. No. So don't judge people just because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
What?
You heard her.
No. So don't judge people just because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
That's not, I mean, come on. That's not what makes a man.
Is it 5 like closer to 4 or 5 closer to 6?
5 closer to 6, I think.
Oh, well, I mean, what are you going to do?
Right, they're getting older
I mean,
constantly.
This is the Justin Trudell argument. You know, it's... I mean, you can divide, 5 goes into 20. Or Justin's case, 5 went into about 25.
Yes.
But still, I mean, yeah, it's you know, people are fucking whacked. That's a tough one to defend right there.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
She got fired.
She got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be saying that. What grade was that?
I don't remember what grade
Would you
it
want,
was.
if it was one of your kids' teachers, would you want that teacher to get fired for that?
Yeah.
Like, would you be leading the charge?
She's coming off like she's defending a pedophile.
I understand.
So,
No,
yeah. So
as would I. But
yeah.
I'm saying is, would you be like,
I mean, in an
like
ideal
meetings,
world,
like banging on, like get this person out of here?
Probably not. But if I saw the principal and like, I'd just be like, how did you not fucking
Most
fire
principal
her?
thinks you're a pervert, though.
but also,
No, he knows it for a
Yeah.
fact.
So I mean, that's
actually.
probably not.
Yeah.
That's probably not a great.
in an ideal world, I'd like to hear her explain that.
Oh
and then if
God,
it,
so would I.
And then if it was just like, you heard me.
How
I said,
but how would you? How would you? But how would she ever explain in a way that this would satisfy you? You'd be
So-
like, oh, I never thought of it that way.
So what MAPs are
Uh-huh.
are people who have their disease under control.
Right.
So my guess is she would say like,
You can't control
just because they want to, they're not acting on it or
Right.
something like
It's
that.
like the old Louis C.K. joke in a way. Like, you
Yes.
got to give them credit. They're so right.
Right.
So what you're saying is this person is defeating their thoughts,
That's what she's saying, I think.
Right.
Yes.
but it's still
So
their
they should be
thoughts.
applauded.
Well,
But like that's but that is, I have no sympathy for it. I as somebody who has sympathy for mental, but that is a mental illness. Like that, you are mentally ill if you're a
Sure,
pedophile.
but they have like podcasts now where it's almost like not celebrated, but it's like let's talk out our disease and hey, we're not acting on it, and it's almost like it's celebrating in a way,
Keep
which
in
is
your hat.
very weird. Yeah,
don't spike the football.
don't let us know.
Congratulations, you're a pedophile not acting on it.
Some
That's
things
wonderful
keep in
news.
private. Yeah,
But is that not dissimilar to like being a racist and not like acting on it, like beating somebody? Like what's the difference? You know what I mean? Like why are we giving these people?
yeah.
credit?
I guess because we're weirded out by it, it's just grosser.
Yeah, I mean it's way grosser. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, congratulations, like you're not acting on it.
Yeah, but
and by the way, you are acting on it, whether you're masturbating or
Yeah.
something. Like they're fucking acting on it. Like
I would think.
I would think
Being
I
a
don't know.
racist is a learned behavior, though, right? Versus this is not.
No, I think it's legitimate. Right, I think it's a legitimate illness.
Yeah.
But like, I have no sympathy for it. And maybe that's me, and maybe I'm. But like to me, like cut their fucking balls off and their dick off and whatever. I don't know. Like what, there's nothing you can do about it. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Well, you should listen to the MAPS podcast. It's very
I'll give it a
it's
shot.
educational.
I'll give it a shot.
Sounds good.
What else?
I didn't know if you wanted to make an announcement today or not. You teased.
We'll do it
but-
tomorrow.
Okay.
How's that? Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
Oh,
What was I going to say? Something else. I texted you something else. I thought no.
I don't think so. Just the Cohen story.
Yeah, there was just nothing to that.
No.
it's disappointing. What was the headline? I didn't see this.
The Queen, the Boston Irish, and the IRA. So I got some tweets right away, which almost never happens
I mean,
anymore.
it's a perfect headline. It sounds like it.
And
would
I
be
was like,
something.
oh, yes, here we go again. I thought it was going to essentially be Cohen, like, negotiate something with the Queen and the IRA or something. But that's what. She's so quiet now. Like, he meekly sort of understands that he can't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
And that, to me, is way better than him getting fired. Like, it's just funnier that he exists. Like, it's so much better he writes at the Globe now.
Yeah.
This was actually the first article on BostonGlobe.com that I feel like he took up a decent amount of real estate on the website.
Oh, really?
In a long time. Maybe
Is he on Twitter anymore, or is he no longer on Twitter?
I certainly haven't seen him.
Okay,
but,
so he
yeah.
removed his Twitter.
I'm not sure. Or I know I was blocked a while ago, but I don't know.
Once in a while, I'll see a story of his, and I'll see like 8 comments, and the first 3 are like Kevin Great as always, and the 4th one is like this is made up, and then there are people responding to him like, "How dare you suggest how could you say that?" And the guy will be like, "Well, because he made a bunch of shit up." Like I don't know, it's like an obituary of a great cop,
Well,
and it's like, well, that's your life.
That's the thing, though. Couldn't he write stuff? Like you said, he kind of knows, but like the Minifans will always call him out. Like every tweet he puts out will get roasted. But there will be a segment that has no idea what they're talking about, right? That are just blind to it.
Oh,
kind
for
of.
sure. Yeah. It was a pretty quiet. Oh, I don't remember how much coverage it got.
Outside of you guys, I don't know that it got any really.
They
Did it?
tried to. They did a little bit on GBH.
Yeah.
But
Right. I mean, the Globe.
Kevin, tell us about the time you had tea and crumpets with the Queen. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Oh, somebody said that. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. That's just gonna. But that's his. I mean, that's life. I mean, that's gonna.
Yeah.
He could have been way worse. Way worse.
Yeah.
There was a headline on Sunday. I was with a buddy and he just read a headline on his phone. It was from like Apple News or something.
Yeah.
And it was Hurricane 9/11, the Queen, NFL Sunday. Get your week update here. Apple News.
Jesus. I saw the Patriots rating was pretty down significantly from week 1 last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like.
It doesn't really surprise. Like I watched Red Zone even when the Patriots, and I would click back to the Patriots.
Week 1 last year, which I think was also Miami, right?
Yes.
I want to say it was like a 34.
They
and this
lost
was
at home, I believe.
Okay, yeah, and this was a 25.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty big difference. I don't know
What
if
that
that's
means
expectations or no, expectations weren't sky high last year, but there was a new quarterback last year.
He was a rookie last year. It was different.
Like, I mean, are they going to be doing like, if they're like 2-7, are they going to be doing like 14s and 15s in Boston? That seems hard to believe. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, are we finally at that point now where it's going to go
It's
the
hard to
other
say
way?
because for the last 20 years they've been the best
Right.
team in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like even in bad years, their expectations were super high.
Well, if
and
you're
now
a-
that doesn't exist anymore.
and
Like,
as
this
a-
hasn't happened since the 90s.
As a
Right.
fan, the sport is so strong that if your team sucks, you may switch over to another team.
It's the
you know,
right.
that-
It obviously,
it's a
the
better
one
matchup.
sport that just
Yeah.
just doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
you can watch Tampa, Dallas. You can watch the 4 o'clock,
Or even
games.
just with fantasy. There's Patriots fans. They're
Right.
going to watch Red
Right.
Zone instead of the Patriots
fucking
game.
knockout leagues and
Yeah.
whatever and betting and just it's just fun to watch the last hour of Red Zone.
Right.
Like just like I'll watch that.
The
on
witching
Sunday.
hour.
Yeah, correct. Like it's just like it'll be good. Like Patriots Steelers is if the game stinks, who cares? But yeah, what's that?
Odyssey down to 43 cents today.
What? What the hell is Jerry doing?
And by the way, that guy just had
Call Jerry right now. Is he on the air?
Yeah,
He is.
probably right.
Oh,
That was a good what, by the way.
How Odyssey lost $1 billion in 3 years from that guy who said they were declaring bankruptcy.
Mike, we don't do what's on the show anymore. Dave's too late.
I'm
for
sorry.
that stuff.
I
That's fine.
apologize.
Call Jerry real quick. Is he still on? I thought he's done by now. No.
I'm not sure.
10-ish? Yeah, he should be.
Well, Mike knows. He's involved intricately.
That's when I'm allowed to start my show. Yeah. What do you want, Cullinane?
This is Jerry.
Be very clear. What?
Whoa!
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 Could be taping right now.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
That's a shot at you, though.
No, I think he's. No, he would answer my call.
Like when,
Okay.
when Larry David's in the bleachers and looks at sees the executive with David Spade ignores call.
That's right. I will say this: Jerry rates Craig higher as a producer than Dave.
Craig Hire. Really?
That is that
Really?
is
Fact.
That is
fact.
Not,
I'm
that is
surprised
not,
by that.
Fact.
That is not a fact.
Fact. Because I can tell you why if you'd like.
Tell me why.
He feels that Craig cares more about the stuff he cares about than you do.
Oh, that's definitely true.
That's why he rates him higher. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's fair.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm not,
totally
you
fair.
know,
Yeah.
I think that's true, right?
Yeah.
Although I think Craig is probably pretending a little bit as well. I can't believe Craig is
No, I think
No,
Craig's
he's
right up
into
there,
that
Jerry.
stuff.
You think Craig gets like angry when Joe Biden like says something that he sounds
Yes.
old? Yep. Really? What an idiot.
Yeah.
Fucking live your life, man. Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
liberals.
It's not gonna change anything. Nothing is ever gonna change again. It's over. Nobody will ever change their thought about a single fucking thing. So just live your life. That's what I would say.
Or listen to the Jay Callahan show. Maybe you'll change your.
Yeah, sure.
you
Listen
think?
to Blind Mike has his own podcast.
Please,
and Craig has his
yes.
own podcast. And Craig's co-host probably has his own fucking podcast. They all have their own fucking podcast. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if they do. It might end there, actually.
It's got to end somewhere. It can't get any lower than that. Craig's podcast has to be dreadful. Has to be dreadful. There's just no way it's not. He's a dreadful personality.
I enjoy
You
aspects
do
of
not.
it.
You don't listen to fuck. You don't listen to it. No fucking chance.
I've been on it.
So what?
We have
I've been on podcasts I don't listen to.
Well, but I'm saying I listened to that episode that I was on.
You did?
Well, when I was physically on it.
Oh,
yes.
okay. But you don't go back and listen to it, right?
No.
Okay. All right. What else, Dave? Anything?
You want to take some calls?
Yeah, I guess. I reckon. Giving the people way more than my allotted contractual time today.
3,000 votes, 75% would enjoy a Kirk and Ryan cast. for Rough and Rowdy.
Oh yeah, I'll defend Dave there. That was not as dumb an idea as
impractical.
Listen, it is not impractical.
You think Dave Portnoy is gonna be like, yeah, just give him people?
No.
Why?
No, Dave probably would. Portnoy would not.
Because it's him and Big Cat. It's the two biggest stars of the company.
So what? It's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
It's different. Barstool's different than fucking ESPN. You have 70 people do that.
You spent your $30. You just have another option. Why do they care?
What do you mean?
Why would Dave Portnoy care what they consume as long as they spent the $30 to watch the?
Because most people, 98% of people would use Dave and Dan.
The Kirk and Ryan cast might actually be better suited for something that isn't Barstool.
Like, yeah, but you should have Whitney and I do I'd watch the Masters with them.
That's what I'm saying.
I take that seriously, but I'm saying like
something like that, the U.S. Open.
Yeah, it's fine. I like to watch the Masters alone.
But yeah. Or even like if you did the fucking Stanley Cup Finals with Ryan or something like that, you know?
Sure, great. Yeah, I'll do it. It's great. Yeah, why not? All I have is free time.
But my point is, people would like. It wasn't a bad idea. I don't think
it wasn't.
People would like it.
Who knows?
And then also,
you just don't want to do it, which is fine.
True.
And then like 4 hours later, there was a video of Frankie. You see that one? It was
playing some stupid golf
playing a hole that Dustin Johnson got a whatever. Like they made it into this.
Yes,
stealing Dave's ideas.
It's unbelievable.
That's a historic moment in golf when Dustin Johnson made that birdie on that hole. I'm telling you, some of those live guys, I forget they even exist.
Yeah,
like Kevin Na, Brooks Koepka, they're just gone.
Yep,
just eliminated.
Not Sergio.
No, Sergio's still out there. Still getting it done. Good. They load up, Dave?
Load it up.
All right, we'll take a few calls. All right. Hello.
Kirk, it's your 34th president, the General, Dwight.
We haven't heard from you in a while. Hello, Ike. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Kirk. Congratulations on the murder.
Again, that's no General. General,
kudos.
You have some kills yourself, General, and I congratulate you for those. But I did not. As far as everybody knows, I didn't kill anybody. I helped.
Well, that's not what I
helped bring a killer to justice.
Well, I've got another so-called death I'd like to look into. Would you mind hearing my case?
I'm open to everything, General. Sure, or Mr. President. Yeah.
April 30th, 1945, Berlin, Germany. Mm-hmm. A man apparently died of a gunshot wound to the face.
Right.
Mm-hmm. My intel, we think it was a hot shot, Kirk. Kirk, little known fact.
Yeah.
The bunker was locked from the outside, Kirk.
Oh, my God.
Whoa,
the outside.
really?
How did that happen?
How would that have?
Yes, Kirk.
And we've come to learn that the bunker was locked from the outside. Well,
General Kirk, would you look into that one?
General, I'm on it. Thank you. Thank you.
Did Steve?
God bless, Kirk. Take care.
Thank you, General.
Did Steve pass along his kind of mood setting music that he had?
Yeah, he brings it with him everywhere now.
But did he give it to Dave?
Oh, we have it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
But he has it. Like we had the call yesterday. He has it everywhere. He brings it everywhere with him now.
Okay, good.
I think that's what's driving Mrs. Robbins so crazy. Is he played the entire drive, all the way across the country for a whole year. He plays.
Okay.
That. Yeah.
Jail doors shut.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that.
Hello.
Alonzo Mosley, FBI.
Hello, Alonzo.
Wow.
Thrice weekly. Yes.
Yeah, so Colin, that idea is fucking awful of the alternate cast. What a great idea is if Kirk and Ryan do the alternate cast from Justin's car. Now that's a fucking money-making bonanza.
Somebody tweet that. Yeah, I will not be doing that, Alonzo. Thank you for the call. I will not be participating in that. Now, I will say, Dave, to be fair, let's say I pitch that idea. I think that people would be, people would be more into it, I think.
You think
Strange.
so?
Yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
Although it garnered positive attention on the
I don't
poll,
know about that. No one would be saying, that's fucking awesome. Yes, I've been waiting for this. You two should do something together.
You're just saying.
I do see a lot of that when I do shows with Whitney. A lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is because we don't do shows that together.
No, but that's a show.
No, but he fits.
That's a show that would make sense.
Whitney would have been. Are they loaded up, Dave?
Yes.
Whitney would have been a great Kirk and Callahan.
Yes.
Like every 2 or 3
He would have
weeks.
given Jerry a lot of shit.
Jerry would have liked him because he was insane, but he also would have been annoyed because he was so dumb and he doesn't care about any hockey and but he fits right into this show.
Yes.
It's great. Yeah, he's great. We're very lucky right now. Mike's doing a spectacular job.
Well, thank you.
Whitney comes in, he's great. That's about it, right? We have nobody else coming.
Yeah. And you can tell Whitney listens, which makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. He's into it. You get he likes to recap when he comes in once in a while, but I don't mind that. Like a State of the Union with him is fine.
Right. Me and Whitney, two guys that respect each other. Just wanted to pay back the compliment he gave me.
Did he say he respected you?
No. Okay. I think he said he didn't mind me.
No, that's fine. For you, that's respect.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Hello.
Hey, Kirk, looking good on the mini golf video yesterday that took longer to come out than you solving the murder.
That's true.
But I have a quick question for
oh boy,
Dave.
Another call coming in, Dave?
Is a call?
Oh,
Would
no.
you like to revert to that?
We'll get to you in a second call. Put him on hold, Dave. Yes, hello.
All right, hang on 1 second.
That's somebody just calling the regular line, Dave? They
Yes.
sound like that?
Yeah.
It's odd.
Yep.
Hello.
Kirk, Jerry.
I had a feeling. Hello, Jerry. Good morning. We just called you. Where were you?
Good morning. Why don't you stop trashing me while I'm amidst contract negotiations? And also, can you get me Big Cat's agent, please? Please.
I'm trying.
Please answer.
I'm trying, Jerry. I'm trying.
Who are you in negotiations with, Jerry?
Who are you negotiating with, Jerry?
You think I texted you?
What was that?
Try to get an agent. What do you think I texted?
You're negotiating to try and get an agent?
I got things scumbag you allow on your show.
Yeah.
And Mike Hawksell.
Jerry, your connection's not good.
We'll lose you, Jerry. We'll call back, Jerry. We'll lose you. Bad connection. You didn't hang up on him, did you, Dave?
I did.
Sorry, Jerry.
I had to.
There you go. They load up, Dave?
They're loaded up.
Oh, we have the call.
That guy's
on
still there.
I'm
He's still
sorry.
there,
Yes,
yeah.
go ahead, please.
Hey, no problem. Dave, I have a quick question for you.
Yep.
My girlfriend has been watching Vanderpump Rules, and I jumped in on season 5.
Okay.
Good
the last
season.
couple episodes. Am I an asshole for liking Jax?
No, Jax is the man. I wish he didn't get kicked off Vanderpump Rules. He is an absolute stud of a human being. A stud.
Okay, good. Yeah, because she hates him. I think he's a
Nobody
good
cares
guy.
about that.
Even
Stupid
but
Hang up.
Now I have to ask, because I won't be able to see my phone, but when Jerry hung up, my phone immediately vibrated. I don't know if there was a correlation.
It doesn't appear to be.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
like, I'll tell you in a moment. No, I don't see anything. Maybe you're getting one personally from Jerry.
That's possible.
That's like how excited it is. You used to listen to the old Kirk and Callahan show, Mike. Now you do a show with me, and Jerry will text you once in a while.
It is very exciting. Yeah.
Crazy. Hello.
Kirk, I just want to say thank you so much. I've been dreaming of this since I was a little boy, being a caller into a podcast. Oh, my heart's going a million miles an hour.
Take it easy. I know it's exciting.
Just want to say thank you very much. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
It's exciting. Thank you for the call. It's exciting.
The one thing I was very jealous that I was not here for it was when you watched the real estate video. Conan has some skills. I think he's good for that world.
Oh, you know why he's perfect for it? Because he's empty and like he will just do what they tell you to do.
He could be, yes, I think he could
Like,
host a reality show.
Yeah, you can
or
be
something
produced
like
very
that.
well. If somebody says to you, Dave, go say to her like, oh, let's go play tennis, which is absurd. You're like, all right,
now you brought your racket.
Yeah, it's got, I have to be able to be loose though, obviously.
Sure, no, you gotta
be okay when I go off script.
You gotta let Robin Williams, dance once in a while. For sure. Yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, it's
and
great.
I do want to know the idea behind fitting the entire family in the shower.
Did we reach out to her or no?
No, I have not.
Oh, can you ask her if she showers with her family or no?
Sure, I'll ask her. Yeah.
Okay. She seems like a nice person. They load up, Dave?
Yeah.
All right, hello.
Hey, Kirk, it's the ghost of Scott Scanlon here.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Hey.
1 second, Scott, 1 second. I'm sorry, Scott. Give me one moment. Like, did you make money off this endeavor or no?
Nope.
Oh, nothing really?
Nope.
Oh, really?
But you did a bunch of them, right?
Yeah,
I saw the KMS loaded guy.
I mean, when I was doing production work for somebody else, I was being paid for that production. But I was
what's the
just
one where you're
filling
walking
in.
down the street with a guy and you're holding a cup of coffee and you're like, oh, Canton's got
Yeah, I'm
golf
just doing that for
courses or
fun.
something.
That's the same thing.
That was for fun?
What's the reason you did
I
it?
mean, no, not for me for fun, but like somebody else.
Somebody
wanted
else
me-
got fun from it?
I did.
Yeah, it's like a real estate show.
8 years later, I had fun of it.
Yeah.
What's the reason you did it?
Somebody else was a part of that show, and they just asked
So
me
if
to
the
help them
house
out.
sold, you didn't get a piece of it.
No, I did not get a piece of it.
Who was making money off of it?
Somebody was doing it for marketing. A
Okay.
friend was doing it for marketing.
But so you were doing it as
Was
a
this
favor.
on YouTube or on?
No, it was like on television. That one.
Oh, on what?
Yeah. It's like an infomercial on CNBC.
Wow.
That was on
You and
CNBC?
Mr. Wonderful.
The Shark Tank's channel.
I've
Yeah,
tweeted that
kidding.
out. Yes, I've tweeted that out before.
Wow.
Yep.
Big ratings?
Monster
Yeah,
numbers.
that feels like that was a big show. It should be a reunion. Is there going to be a reboot or no? I know there's been a lot of reboot talk.
I don't know. I feel like I'm born for it, so it's something maybe we could. I don't know. If you're interested in that market, it's something we could get involved
I like the
in.
real estate market for sure. Yeah.
So that was done as a favor, not you thinking like, Maybe someday I could get into the.
Is that the worst favor anyone's ever done for anybody?
It's not a hosting world.
So is there the least amount of work ever for a favor?
That's not the least amount of
Or
work.
whatever, like the least payoff for a favor ever.
They could have gotten a lot of guys worse than Conan at that. He seems professional in that setting.
Yeah, but he seems so like it's odd. He looks like a.
Well, I'm not really in that world. I don't really know the language. I just watch HGTV a lot. So I don't really know the
We can
lingo.
tell, Dave.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. You really fooled us all. Dave
Fooled
Abagnale
fooled
Jr.
Mike.
Hello. True.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, Mike's riveted by it.
I very much am.
Yeah. Hello.
Kirk, it's the ghost of Scott Scanlon.
We heard
again
you,
here.
Scott. How are you?
Hey, I took your advice. You know, I had that party.
Mm-hmm.
Showing David some of my my newfound fun toys, and boy, it did not work out at all. I mean, I had, the prettiest girl at my birthday party. Oh, it was awesome, and then I don't know what happened.
This isn't working for me, Dave. I know. Scott's going to die on 90219.
I suspected that might be
the second call is not, I like him, but,
Sure.
Hello. Are you loaded up, Dave?
Are they loaded up?
What are we doing here? Hello.
Kirk, I got a great Barbara moment from Shark Tank the other day.
Okay. Somebody on Twitter named, with no avatar, named Hugh G. Rection just followed me. He follows two people. Me and the Tennessee Titans. That just doesn't feel like a...
Interesting.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a legitimate...
Wonder what the connection is.
Legitimate account. I don't know. Give me a good Barbara. First of all, before you do that, caller, 1 second. You load up, Dave?
Load up.
Hang on. Hang on, brother. Hang on. I beg your pardon, caller. We were watching the other day, me and Harry, and this guy came on and pitched the company, and he wanted like 10% for like $200,000 or something. Nobody made an offer at all. Robert offered $4 million for the company. The guy paused and looked at Mark Cuban and said, "Mark, do you have anything you want to offer?" Cuban made like an awful offer. The guy took it. Robert literally fucking flipped out.
I may have seen that episode, or it's happened so many
he's
times.
Like, I'm giving you what you want. It's like you asked for 10%, whatever. But now offering you like the whole company $4 million.
Why? Just tell me why you're doing this.
I think it was a company where you put like a thing over your nose for like fumes or something, like under your, almost like I forget what it was exactly. I think I'm getting it not quite correct, but Robert was like basically, what the fuck?
I didn't even really want it.
Also, it continues. So Robert was by far the best Family Feud player on the team the other night. Celebrity Family Feud. It wasn't even close. Damon was awful. Fucking awful.
Okay. Did he give any answers that made Steve Harvey go, my God?
Not even really, no. So, no, he didn't. But Robert was by far the best player. And comes the final Family Feud thing. They win. And like, who can have on? And Mark's like, oh, me and Lori. And then you saw Robert's face. I'm like, what a fucking insult. Even then. It's unbelievable.
Steve, who else?
Right.
Well, Lori's
Harry was saying to me the other night, we were playing catch outside. Harry was like, wouldn't it be funny if like Robert like asked to play catch with his son and they were playing catch and Mark Cuban came over and started playing catch with him? I'm like, that would be funny. It's just Robert's whole life.
It would be funny.
just followed by it. What were you saying, Dave?
Well, Lori is on QVC so much that she thrives under that pressure. With
They
a
got the
time
200
limit.
points. They got the 200 points.
Yeah.
But one of the questions on the Family Feud was on the final on the the one where you get 200 points, the final thing,
Yeah.
final feud, whatever you call it. Name a room in your house that starts with the letter B.
Bathroom.
Very good, Dave.
Yeah, that was 52.
Good answer.
And bedroom was like 48. It's like, is America,
Basement.
Is America that dumb at this point that we? I don't know.
No, I think they think celebrities are that dumb.
Oh, you think it's even dumber than that?
Yeah, they dumb down.
Well, that's where the Jeopardy
these are
sketch came from.
billionaires.
Yeah.
Right, these are billionaires.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, anyway, call Barbara. Go ahead.
So the business was seeking like $100,000 for like 15%. Mark and Robert immediately went out, and then Barbara goes up and offers them the $100,000 for 15%. And then she says that she wasn't going to do it, take it or leave it, and that they could entertain other offers. And then Lori comes in and offers like 20 or 25% in return for $100,000, and they take it. And then as Lori's like walking up to the business, the people, the camera pans to Barbara, and she like throws her arms up in the air. She goes, "I just don't get it."
Terrible story. Worst story ever told on the show.
I don't know.
That's the worst story ever told on the show.
That's not true.
That's Dave, you got that?
The worst ever?
Yes. We've had some bad ones, but that was a terrible story.
I don't know about that.
Awful. Go away. But thank you for try again. But yeah, but that's not a great one.
Would you do one of those real estate videos if it was with Barbara?
Yes.
At a property she was
Fuck
selling?
Oh,
yes.
would that be great?
Holy shit, that would be a good video.
I'd pay for it. Of course. Are you nuts?
I'll tell you, I think I'd prefer Cullinane, though, if I'm being honest.
I completely agree
As
with
a
that.
consumer.
No. Kirk and Barbara would
I'm
be
not good at
fantastic.
that. I'm not good at that.
That's why it would be good.
It'd be more awkward than
I see. Dave's a pro. It wouldn't be funny.
Come on.
It'd be more awkward than I did.
Guy as well.
It'd be more awkward than I did Sean Latham's food video in the 90th floor of his apartment in New York City.
Forgot about that.
Jeez, so we load up?
Load up.
All right, hello.
Hey, Kirk, it's Barstool Lurch. How's it going?
Lurch, how are you?
It's good. I fucking hate Riggs.
I've heard that.
Why is that?
It's a good impression.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole. He didn't invite me to Wollaston either.
No shit. That's a good point. You know what? We're Team Lurch now.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, you know what, Lurch? You're right. Lurch, when they need us to sell tickets in Boston, who they call? Me and you, right?
Yeah, exactly. But the real reason.
Sorry, I'm
for
making
my
your
call,
way of your script, Lurch. Yeah, go ahead.
Was the real reason for my call is I wanted Justin's old job. You think I could get it? Think I could get Dave's number?
That's interesting.
Dave, you're here. I mean, I know we hired Harrison. We're not. A fourth voice is not out of the question.
No, you're always open to new voices on the show.
Sure. I mean, Lurch, would you be willing to leave your job and work for us?
Well, I kind of already left. I took a drone and I tried to fly it into Riggs' house.
Okay, goodbye, Lurch. That's why you left your job? I feel like you could still have your job and do that.
Yeah, that's not a great move to get fired from one job and leave the job you already have.
Just to fly
it's
it.
not as smart.
Just to fly it into Riggs' house?
Riggs' house, yeah.
It's a shame how Riggs has turned on us.
He said he was going to call today. He didn't call.
Yeah.
Or did he? Maybe it was Jerry Callahan.
Oh, you think so?
It could have been. I suspect that may not have been Jerry. I don't know.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. I could be wrong.
Negotiating for the right to talk to Big Cat's agent.
That's right.
It's a heavy negotiation.
Yes. Let's see if you have what it takes.
I
would be my client.
I could be cruel.
No.
I could have been cruel and pretended somebody was Big Cat's agent and recorded that phone conversation and played on the air.
Oh, gosh.
What's that?
That would have been bad.
Good or bad?
It would have been great for us, but bad.
How can you get me a lot of big commercials? I like to bet on games. It's Jerry's big thing now. He's like, yeah, I got to do gambling. I'm like, I'm sure you dealt with this, Dave.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But it's like, that's not like how it works. It's
Yeah.
not how it works.
So, I mean, I feel
doesn't-
like I'd almost rather Jerry force that shit in than just become nonstop political.
That's what he
like
wants
try
to
to
do.
be Bongino.
But that's what he wants to do. Are they loaded up?
Yes.
We're in the cave with Montante and Craig. We're watching the games.
Nazi stuff.
I would watch a lot of it. A lot of that.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
I would buy that network and just say you're doing this all day. Patriots score time. Come on! Yeah, Montante!
Because Craig would have some, wisecracks, and I feel like Jerry wouldn't be able to fake enjoying them.
Right. No, I like it better if Jerry tried to go all in. Like it was like a barstool guy. Would you rather have 26 hamburgers or 14? I don't fucking know.
Oh, he's made of glass, this guy. He's down again.
Hello.
Guys, hey guys, long time listener, thrice time caller. I know, Kirk. I know that folks like to call you up and ask you questions about your wife, and your wife doesn't want to be part of the show.
Yeah.
My question is simply, do you talk to her about shit like Clemmer and Justin?
Not really.
That's not a bad
Not
question.
really. Just because just life is just easier like when you get away from it. You know,
Right.
There's no benefit in my life.
But like the kids go to bed and you sit down for dinner and you say, "That's Steve the liar. That's Steve the liar's guy is this and shit." You don't do.
I don't talk about it at all. No, thank God. No.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
God.
probably good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's here for. This is therapy.
All right.
Yes, thanks for the call.
All right, boys.
Yeah, life's easier. I mean, it's nice to be able to escape from it, you know?
Right. Do you have friends that will ask you?
Yeah, but I
that
don't,
listen to the show, or-
you can ask them, like, I don't talk about the show at all.
They know not to be like, oh,
Yeah,
today was crazy.
Yeah, sometimes they will, but I'm just like, yeah, it was good. That was good.
Yeah,
I don't want to, especially that started with EEI. I was like,
Right.
it feels weird talking about it when I'm not on the show.
Right.
It just doesn't feel interesting. Like, I don't know, Dave, do I ever talk to you about Clemmer?
No.
No, or
Never.
you know what I mean? Like,
we do talk a lot. It's never really come up.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good
But you guys
example.
are here when the show's over. I'm not like, Jesus, can you fucking believe that happened today?
Right.
Or it just doesn't. It's
very
you
rare,
do the show and you leave. Hello.
Good morning, boys. It's time for Who Has the Biggest Clip.
America's favorite game show.
Now, this is
syndicated now. 14
this
countries.
is-
Wow. Emphasis on countries, Mike.
I get it. Yeah, right.
I got yes.
I know how that's spelled.
Yeah.
we're gonna flip it up today, boys.
me
We're gonna do Spittin' Chicklets edition, and we're gonna see who has seen the biggest clip.
Well, I have my answer already.
Now,
I mean, I think I know.
Ryan Whitney,
Yeah.
Biz Nasty,
Nice.
or Sneaky Charlestown. They're known for the clips. R.A. Rear Ad.
So Mike Grinelli is out of the
hang
click
up.
game. All right. Okay.
I don't think it's sneaky.
not
My answer was running away, Rear Admiral.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
See, I would
He's seen
say,
some clips in his day.
I would say Paul. I don't know. No?
He's probably seen the widest variety. You might be right.
Dave would pay to play this game with those guys. $1 billion for it.
I would say based on listening to the show as a fan only.
Biz?
Biz seems to be the type of person who has seen many a clit in his day.
He's quite a character.
I don't know what Rear Admiral's sexual past is at all, but he feels to me like the type of guy that goes hunting for that sort of thing.
Hammers it.
That's a good crowd. That's a good one.
Hammers.
Yeah.
Imagine how much Dave would love to call Biz
What
Biz
about
on the
Wit?
show.
What about Wit?
Or Wit.
What's his name? What do you want to say?
I know you would love it. You just love it. Biz, Wit.
I don't like that I purposely call him Ryan.
Mr.
now, 'cause you
Nasty.
called him
Yeah, right. I'm sure Whitney has many years on the road, I would think. Minor league cities.
Right.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Not that sneaky, really.
Yeah. No, I don't think any of them are sneaky. I
Well,
can
thanks
see
for the
all
call,
of them.
Click Guy. Always good to have him calling.
He
That
got
feels
canceled
like-
the other day.
That feels like the Click Guy?
Didn't we hang up on him for something?
Oh, I apologize if we did.
I think he
Something
may have tried
happened,
to step outside the game.
Oh, we don't want that. No.
Yeah.
Is there a board game possible tie-in with him or no?
I like it.
Okay.
I think Dave could do the ads.
Oh, for
Very good,
sure.
yeah.
Oh,
Good,
for sure.
Goodbye. Answer the internet. Oh wait, what's that? Is
And
that
you're
the
telling
game?
me you could play this with the whole family?
How many clips can you fit in that shower? Unbelievable. Incredible. Hello.
Hope you brought your clip with you today.
This doesn't feel appropriate for this ad. Trying to sell this house. Fucking awful house.
Did it sell?
I'm sure it did. Hot market.
Oh,
back
you don't
then.
know.
That was probably 2 years ago.
Oh, with that ad, that fucking thing sold. Yeah. 2 seconds. You kidding me? Hello.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Fine.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's on the phone.
I think so. Yes,
Who
yes,
is
Governor.
your daddy, and what does he do?
Very timely bit. I've never heard this done before.
I feel like I'm driving around. What was that, Governor? I'm
Who
sorry.
is your daddy, and what does he do?
Sad what's happened to Tim McCann, doesn't it? One leg cramp and he's doing this. Thank you, Governor. We'll talk to you again soon. All right, Governor. Goodbye.
That's fun.
They load up, Dave?
Load up.
All right, hello. I haven't heard that in a long time.
It's making a comeback.
It's like the Frank Rizzo here next.
Hello.
Hello. Jesus.
Quick question with 98.5 having transmit issues the other day.
I saw this.
I think they still beat
EEI
during
no
the
question. It's funny you said this. I was talking to a current WEI host about this. I will not say his name.
Okay.
Won't do it. But that's what I said. And I said also, like, I bet you 95% of the listeners never were like, you know what? I can't listen. I actually can't listen to sports talk right now. There is another option to listen to sports talk, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait for this to correct itself before I go over there.
Right.
Like, I would love to see the dailies. I will. I'll find out. But yes, the numbers didn't change. In fact, it's almost like they've engendered so much goodwill now. It's almost like our show in the old days where if we were having issues like that, people would be like, oh, I got to listen to it because I got to hear what these guys say when they come back.
Sure.
They're going to be so worked up, right? I think. Mm-hmm. I haven't listened. Does it sound awful or no?
I haven't listened too much. I think it's just like...
Does John Stewart have a take on it? I know he's a 98.
I'm sure he does somewhere.
He's been quiet lately.
Not on Twitter, I don't think.
Oh, no?
Oh, no?
Yeah.
I don't know. We got to bring him back at some point.
That's it's a great advertisement for 98.5, though. We don't even need antennas. we'll beat
No
this fucking
question.
station.
They can just hold the fucking microphone at the window at this point.
They're in Waltham?
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
They are?
I thought they were in Dorchester.
I thought they were going to Needham.
I thought they were in Needham. I thought they were how it used to be.
I'm pretty sure I saw tweets that said Waltham.
Seems like none of us know.
I don't know. You can ask Jamari, I guess. I suppose. I don't know about that considerable where they are. Hello.
Kirk, what's happening?
Not too much. We're taking phone calls on the show.
Good to hear it. Hey, we got Wednesday night playoffs for Golf League tonight. Playing at a course you might know. It was designed by the 1982 runner-up at the Masters. Wondering if you could name that man.
The 1982 runner-up at the Masters was Dan Pohl?
That's it. The Mustache Man band.
Yeah, lost to Craig Stadler in the playoff, yeah. What course is that?
He did. It's called the Polecat.
Is it really?
Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Yep.
Really?
Look it up. It's beauty.
No, mate,
Number 17, the signature hole. Beautiful, par 3.
Nice par 3?
You should do a podcast.
So if I went out there, you'd let me play around, right?
Oh, yeah, I'd take you out for sure.
Oh, wow, that's classy. Thank you.
You'd clean me up, but
I haven't played
it'd be
much
fun.
lately. Oh, thank you, yeah. I'm getting older now.
Someone made a hole-in-one at the Classic the other day. You see that video?
I did, yeah. What would you like me to say?
No, just a little
Congratulations.
golf chat. Yeah.
Yay, it's great.
I guess they said
Hats off to you.
Fourth one?
Yeah, I haven't made a fucking hole-in-one, so fuck off. You know, it's annoying. It's annoying. I'm not a great iron player, so good short irons, but like 190, 180 yard. I'm not making a hole-in-one on that. Are they loaded up?
Load up.
If you make a hole-in-one like 110 yard hole, do you feel great about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel the same as if it was like 180?
It's still tough.
Or like a 90 yard.
I actually do, because the longer holes you're probably going to land on the green. It's going to roll more, which is more likely.
No, not more likely to make a hole-in-one with like a
Well, if
gap
it's 110, you're using a sand wedge and it's hitting the green and sticking.
You're using like a 7 iron. Let's be honest.
Using a sand wedge.
Triple bogey. Hello.
What's up, boys? Colleen, you mentioned yesterday about going to No Exit 4 show and talking to one of the wives or girlfriends. And I'm curious, did she mention anything about the Wilbur 2 and sitting with Greg Poehler in the second show?
She did.
Oh, is that true?
But I don't remember what she said. That's what I was thinking about it after.
Huh.
Well, I also sat with Greg Poehler at that second show.
Okay.
We got there and we had bad seats. We were out in the back, like on the on the ground level, but right against the back on a fucking bar stool. And we see Poehler walking around talking to people. I took off to go grab some drinks, and when I get back, the show had like literally just started. You were still on the cross, and my girlfriend's like, Greg Poehler just asked us if we wanted to sit with him. So I'm like,
a fucking sad moment. Cool. Everyone involved.
I'm here to see, a legend. Why not sit with another
sure
sibling? And so anyways, we're sitting there, and I'm immediately into the show. I'm a huge fan. My girlfriend's actually a really big fan, too. She listens all the time.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
What's that?
Go ahead, get to the point of the story. Care what your fucking girlfriend's a fan of the show. Go
so
ahead.
she and Poehler are talking the whole fucking time, blabbing and on. He's crying about how he got cut from the first show, blah, blah, blah.
There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
Long story short, I kind of want to give a defense for Poehler because at the end of the night, my girlfriend was completely fucking buckled as well, like couldn't even stand up. And this is not indicative of like usually what goes on. So I'm just trying to defend my boy Poehler. He was a super nice guy.
He's a very nice guy.
Embarrassed when he got off stage like right away.
We all like Greg.
But, and also too, there's articles going around now again around spiked drinks in Boston. So
all right, I've heard this. Thank you.
I've seen the rumors.
I saw Amy Poehler at the Emmys the other night. Ooh, boy, howdy, she looked good.
Well, it's interesting.
Jesus. We call him Sensitive Greg. Sensitive Greg. Hello. I really should. That didn't really sound like much of a defense, honestly.
No.
His girlfriend was also drunk?
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything?
He was bitching. The takeaway was he was bitching about being cut out of the first show.
Right. And they were roofied, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, which I saw him, he was pounding drinks. Like, he was drunk. It's okay. Like I said, it wasn't like, we talked, whatever. We like Greg. I don't think he'll ever be on the show again, but we like him.
Imagine if like 20 years ago you were at a show and you're like, yeah, Chris Penn kept talking to me about...
Well, I know. It did him well. It's true. Hello.
Kirky.
Yes.
There's two rumors flying around Reddit. I didn't know if you could clear up.
Okay.
First one, did Big Steve buy a 4-bedroom house in Brunswick? Is that true?
I have no idea. I don't believe Steve. No, Steve did not buy a home. He said
on the show he couldn't get a mortgage.
Yeah, he said he couldn't get a mortgage. So I don't think he bought a home.
Oh, okay. So we were thinking his wife was pregnant, who was having kids.
Well, I mean, he could rent a house.
Number
That could still be true. I have no idea about. I don't know.
We're gonna mark that one down as true. Most likely true.
If she is, I didn't know about it. If she's in her first Thrice semester, I would say.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Number 2 was you said you would, I think, fight someone for $1 million. So we're speculating that you may be going broke. Is that true?
I don't think no. I think my finances, unless I'm, got a Bernie Madoff thing going on, I think everything's okay financially. I think everything's strong.
Okay.
You should be more worried if he says he's going to fight someone for $40,000.
I would fight. I mean, I don't care how much. I'd fight for $1 million. That's $1 million cash, post tax. I could just put in the bank and fight somebody. Of course.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to clear things.
No,
up.
I'm happy. Yeah, no, I'm happy to release my financial records if necessary. Everything is fine. But thank you. That's good investigative work. I got no problem with it.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think Steve is. I don't know.
He did. I think he mentioned something that made me think that as well.
Really?
I thought so.
During
the abortion talk.
We said have kids.
Well, he's always
my
said.
kid.
Yeah, he wants to. Yeah, he wants to.
And why wouldn't you be in a 4-bedroom house if you can pull it? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you be in a 4-bedroom house?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know any. I know that's where he's in Maine now. I think he said he rented though. He told me he rented. He said on the show, right? Yeah. He's waiting for the collapse of the which sounds like based on yesterday is starting to happen. So.
Even when he says, "Why wouldn't you be in a 4-room house?" It makes me want to buy. I want to rush out and find a house now.
Yeah, why not spend a couple extra bucks?
Well, it's a very low inventory right now, Mike. So it's trouble. If you find a 4-bedroom house, you got to jump on it.
Feels like
quick.
the bubble's about to burst.
You might pay a premium. But because obviously interest rate, what the Federal Reserve is doing right now is just absolutely ludicrous.
He's
ludicrous.
Good.
He's good.
Wow. Hello. What was his name? Was a realtor's name we gave him?
Rich Mandarin.
Rich Mandarin.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, it's the Toucher and Rich guy who got you unblocked.
Hello, Toucher and Rich.
Hey. I had 2 questions. One, I was seeing if you heard back from Toucher and Rich.
I did not. I did not. I didn't suspect I would, and I have not.
Okay. And would you ever do a live show in New York City? I live here, and like on one of your trips to.
I hate New York.
For the
I
dozen
hate
or something?
New York City. To be fair, where would I do it?
No, you do.
I would do. You know what I want to do in New York is
I
like
don't know.
Cooperstown.
Kevin Clancy does it all over the place.
Well, good for him. Kevin Clancy's a friend of the show, and we're all fans of him
He
here.
can give you some ideas, maybe.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I mean, if Kevin wanted to do it, I'd be happy to work with Kevin anytime. I consider him a good friend. And we always have his back, right?
Sweet guy.
Dave?
Great friend.
Yeah, great friend.
Heck of a guy.
I literally was making fun of him to Mike before the show today.
Why is that?
Just like this fake bullshit now of just having, like he had on the Mean Girls, and just even remotely comparing those 2 girls to call her daddy is the most laughable thing.
It's totally fake.
That's the weird thing about Kevin is he tries to be both guys, the guy who's super critical of people and the guy who hypes people up.
I also think he's actually
settle down, Mike.
He's actually
that's true.
He's actually supportive of people in the company, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
he is.
No, but he doesn't.
I think you can make the argument.
Well, he was really nice to me when I was an intern.
I think you can make. I do think he's supportive, but I also think you can make an argument that his role, like within the company, has changed so much over time that he is now trying to weave himself back into the barstool culture with having all.
He reached out to me and was very nice. I can't lie about that. Like he was very nice to me when I was younger.
He was always been very for me always, even when I was at EI, like he was always.
Do you think he wants to have the Mean Girls on KFC radio?
Yes, kind of.
Do you think he wants to say that the Mean Girls are remotely like call her daddy?
I don't. He's also dumb. Like I don't. It's not. I don't know. Like he's trying to shoot his producer to the moon as well.
I don't think
he's
kind of like. I don't think he's dumb. I think
he's kind of dumb. He's smart dumb. But like I don't think. I think he's trying to like make it wacky and it's not.
I think he's just trying to figure out.
For me, like I don't. Look, I have no problem with Alex. Obviously, I saw she tweeted about me again yesterday. But But like, is that show Call Her Daddy? Of course it's not.
No.
Right.
Of course, but it's just silly to even pretend.
And
It's pretend.
Another defense of Kevin is that I would say the company line seems to be pretending that show is called
Correct.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just Kevin.
No, right. Yeah. And I think it's doing well, I think. So good for them. Like, guy, I guess there's a market for that. I don't know. I'm more of an in-and-out guy, but that's my thing.
Sure.
Pat and I have made up. We've patched things up. We're
Good.
okay. Yep, we're okay.
I imagine that'll change come trivia time.
I suppose.
Focused.
Yeah, it's tough to lose him. I will say that. It's going to be a loss. They load up, Dave?
They're not loaded up anymore.
We'll
But
take a couple more and get out of here then. Wonderful.
When is the first trivia match?
Has
to be around the premiere of the
October
Kids.
11th or something?
Earlier than that. What's that?
October 11th is when you're going, I think?
6th, I think we're taping it.
Oh, okay.
No, am I wrong?
I think you told me definitely not single digits there.
Well, it might be coming out the 11th.
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, you mean without Kirk? I think you told me New York Day was October 11th, I think.
Right, he'll record it and then
think
it
so.
comes out
Maybe wrong.
later.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Who knows? I probably won't go. Hello. If I'm being honest. Hello.
Hey guys, Hillary Clinton here.
Hello, Secretary.
Quick jokes for you.
Oh, good.
Good, thank you.
So, Turkey,
Yes.
why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know.
To get to the blind fat fuck's house.
No, I mean, that's
Hey, Mike.
Secretary Clinton. That seems very targeted.
Good God.
You okay with that, Mike? I mean, that seems,
No, well, I mean, I like Dice style humor.
that's true. Go ahead.
Hey, Mike, knock, knock.
October 6th, I see, Dave.
Who's there?
The chicken.
Chicken who?
He's here now. He's arrived.
Yeah, but they're supposed to knock knock jokes. They're supposed to have another. I said the chicken who?
Yeah, the chicken who?
He's gone.
She's gone.
She's gone.
Yes. Hello. Not a bad call.
Hey, Kirk.
Good life to that one.
Hey, Kirk, congratulations on the case. That was incredible. And to quote our friend of the program, Ryan Whitney, congratulations on the murder.
Thank you very much. Somebody said it to me yesterday just on the street, which was a little odd, but thank you.
As I was re-listening to the case, did you and the what's it called, the guy who did the lie detector test, did you guys have a conversation before that when you interviewed Mailer that it was going to be a good cop, bad cop thing?
No. This guy was unbelievable. He was unbelievable, this guy. No. He went all in, and he was like, yeah, no, we definitely did not. No, we did not.
I remember, I think that was the only episode of the case where you had kind of like
I was Kirk Minnick.
analysis on this show where you were talking about it.
Right,
Yeah.
It was kind of like, what is going on here? It's like, I like him. He likes you, right? Like, I'm a good guy. He's a good guy. I'm like, what is going on here?
Because I think I'd asked you the next day, I was like, was he supposed to be integral in this?
He was not.
Because he talked a lot.
He was not. And Steve was not down there for that.
Right.
Right? It was just me, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so it was just an unusual trip overall. But yeah, Jesus, insane. Thanks for the call. All right. Any other day, or are we good?
We got a couple more if you want.
We'll take a few.
Yeah.
Talk about Allbirds.
Turkey.
Hello.
This is Johnson Arroyo. How are you?
Hello, Bronson.
Johnson.
Oh, Johnson Arroyo.
Johnson
Oh, I'm
Arroyo.
sorry. I thought I heard you say that.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Johnson. How are you?
Just calling to express some gratitude, Kirk. Is that okay?
Sure. It's always, it's nice. We don't get much of it here.
Gratitude, and two quick questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
First and foremost, thank you for putting me on to Shark Tank. I'd only watched it in passing, and I listened to it.
I
It's a
feel like
wonderful
I have
interview.
introduced America to this program. I don't think anybody knew about it until I
true.
started watching it in June of 2022.
Yes.
I think at that point.
That's when it
Mike,
really took off.
I think Mike thought it was that show. Is that Tanked, Dave, where they build tanks for people? Have you
Oh,
seen
right.
that?
Yeah, great
I think
show.
Mike thought it was that show. But no, it's
Did
actually, It's actually Shark Tank, Mike, where a bunch of entrepreneurs pitch
Yes.
ideas.
Oh,
to-
okay.
to-
Yeah,
to
no, I
other
never knew what it
entrepreneurs.
was.
Yeah, well, there you go. Live in a couple of weeks.
You certainly never called me an idiot for watching it, and then a month
Can't
later.
imagine.
No,
It's
it
been
didn't
scrubbed. I
happen.
will say if it happened. It's certainly been gone. When's Robert going to be on before the season premiere?
Robert has not gotten back to multiple requests.
He's
We're gonna
Roberting
stay
you.
on.
He is.
He's giving you the hurt
Good for him. Good for him. He can finally do it. How about Barbara?
Same thing. Yeah.
Mark?
But now knowing that you want to film some content with her, I will put the
Damon?
pressure on. Damon didn't get back to me either. Mark,
Guy from
no
Kind
response.
Bars?
I don't
mean,
know
what
if
do
you
we got?
want Damon on.
Why not?
Well, he owns a certain sock company.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Fuck off. That's true. Fine company, I guess. Fuck them. Hello.
So my question, Kirk, was I'm kind of bouncing around reruns and stuff. And does this guy, Mr. Wonderful, ever get accepted offers?
Yeah, he makes some
Never seen
deals,
him accepted an
but I give him credit, and he doesn't do pandering offers. He said, look, he does a lot of royalties, and as I said to him, Johnson, I said I respect that because he is saying to the guy, if you believe in your company, if you believe in yourself, everybody wins if that royalty pays off. You know what I mean? Everyone wins. So I got he is by far the best shark by far.
Agreed. One more question, if you will.
Sure.
Podcast Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Headed to Cincinnati next week. Staying in nearby town Covington, Kentucky. Wondering if you've ever been there. If you have any public bathroom recommendations. Or
I don't. Richmond, Kentucky. I could give you a good bathroom in Richmond, Kentucky. I've taken a good number 2 before at a movie theater in Richmond, Kentucky. But I mean, you might be near our buddies at Tri-State running there. I don't know that. Certainly Cameron, I think, would make the facilities available.
Yes.
I don't know how close you'll be there, but certainly he'd let you defecate in his...
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, spray his toilet and get
Kind of
out of
their
there
motto.
without spending any money. Seems like a good... but good luck with that, Johnson.
Thank you, Kirk.
Okay. I had one of those poops the other day that when you were a kid almost made you cry, like when the top is very sharp.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
You've had that with your kids, I'm sure, Dave, where it's a battle.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever had one of those as an adult.
And I was very surprised. It was almost exciting.
Interesting. What have you been eating that caused that, you think?
Nothing sharp.
Huh.
I don't think.
No.
Okay.
No. I don't think so.
My legs have been falling asleep a lot on the toilet, like a lot, like every time.
Spending an hour there?
Yeah, I like reading while I'm doing.
Oh, so
Yeah,
do
I can get behind that.
You gotta,
No, you gotta let your legs
You gotta move.
stretch them out.
but also it's like it's a really nice feeling to battle when the legs are.
It's also a
asleep.
wonderful escape from your kids too.
True.
Like let's you
Yeah.
pretend you're taking a dump.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's really not. Well, I guess it is the kids, but like your wife can't say no to that either. So
Well, if you do it
it's a
16
it's like
times a day, it's probably you might be worried about you medically. It's true. The film This Is 40, which is a sequel to
Yes, knocked
which is
up.
terrible.
Technically a sequel.
But it was in that Paul Rudd and his wife was like, stop lying about going, like you're just hiding in there. It was one of the few decent moments. Very weird idea for probably just want to give his wife that role, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, it's weird only in the sense that he used those characters. Like, they didn't deserve a sequel.
Yeah, nobody was
But,
like,
the
wow.
plot of the movie was not like, you're just getting older. Like, I get
But
it.
it's your
I got
typical
that.
Apatow meandering, like, can just fucking tell a story.
It's weird that he's gotten that criticism about pretty much every movie he's ever done.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give a fuck.
Well, his problem, we're good, Dave. Is not a problem, I guess, but like the problem is his first movie right away was such a big hit that he could do whatever he wanted. You know what I mean?
Which
Like,
was
he's
his
such-
first? 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I think it was, right?
Okay.
Or whatever it was. He
Is that
broke up.
before the Seth Rogen one?
He had something to do with Anchorman. I don't know.
Not Seth Rogen.
Well, that's McKay, though.
Yeah.
He might have
produced or something.
Yeah, maybe co-wrote or something.
I don't know.
But it was such success so early. I mean, like it was kind of like, you have Final Cut.
Right.
But I've never understood, like,
But
I mean,
that-
literally
but-
funny people, I don't think ever end. Like, I think it's still like on right now. From like
Right.
that first, like it never ended.
But I would say 40-Year-Old Virgin, maybe you could argue, had that a little bit knocked up.
For sure.
Definitely.
Well, 40-Year-Old
But
Virgin, 40-Year-Old
Superbad
Virgin
didn't at all.
But he didn't direct that.
He didn't?
No, I think
Seth Rogen?
I think David Gordon Green directed that. I think.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
No. Greg Mottola, I think, directed it.
Oh, okay. All right.
But he produced it. But Superbad is tight as a fucking drum.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, I didn't
But-
realize. Okay, I didn't realize that.
But if he directed Superbad, it would have been another 40 minutes. Like
Right.
40-Year-Old Virgin
It's go to
does.
McLovin's house for an hour.
Yeah, 40-Year-Old Virgin does get in the middle, kind of like, and the ending is not. It just takes forever to end. It's funny. It's very funny in parts, but I don't know if that's just an improv thing or it's like just let it rip and who cares. I don't know.
Yeah. He wants to tell a story.
He hasn't made a movie in a while, right?
He just came out with some Netflix thing.
Right.
I didn't watch it.
Last movie he directed, the Amy Schumer movie, or no? No.
Trainwreck?
Yeah, has he directed something since? He's done a lot of documentaries. He did the Shanling one, which was I liked a lot, but it was like 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I think he just did
Shanling
one,
and Carlin.
He did the Carlin one, which
Yeah.
I liked, but was like 6 hours. Like,
Trying to think of it. Oh, well, he did.
he did
Pete
the
Davidson.
he did the
King of Staten Island.
King of Staten
which was
Island, yeah.
long.
Yeah.
It did not need to be.
Right.
Like that's not like that movie could have been an hour. And how long? Was
Comedies in general should probably be an hour and 45.
it should never be over 2 hours.
After that one, the most recent movie was Trainwreck.
That's what I mean. He has not
Yeah.
directed a lot of feature films.
He's done a lot of
in the last 10 years.
documentaries, a couple episodes TV.
Well, I mean, he got back into stand-up. I know that.
I know he's working on attempted murder charges against Will Smith.
That's right.
could have killed him.
That's right. He could have killed him, yeah.
Could have killed him.
It's very worked up about social issues.
I'm interested because people are saying, it's very early, but people are saying that this Will Smith movie, it could turn out to be terrible, is actually really good.
Isn't that what they do, though?
No, but I know, but like people are saying like who have seen it are like, this could be like, you know, but he couldn't be, if he's great, he can't be nominated for an Oscar.
Right.
It's just funny.
Hilarious.
He
goes on this run of the greatest movies he's ever made.
He's like,
and he can't
it's like Hanks 20 years ago. He's in these incredible movies.
He can't win an Oscar, but the industry still wants him to be a megastar. So they'll rehab his image.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Rock turned down hosting the Oscars this year.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not been very playful. I'll say
I
that.
can't get a read on. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Allbirds I can get a read on because I wear them. I wore them this morning running. The Tree Runner. Love them. Go to allbirds.com. 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 And get your perfect shoe, perfect for traveling, perfect for running, walking, lounging around. It's just comfortable, which is what we talk about most in this show. It's comfort, and you'll wear it. And if you get the wrong shoe, it can screw you up for sure. So when you find the right one, you're going to want to wear it. I love the Tree Runners for that very reason. No issues at all. I was having leg issues. I was having hip issues. Really, this is minimal, versatile, effortless, everyday style. You go to allbirds.com, ALLBIRDS.com, allbirds.com. Upcoming travel and sunny days is what it says right here for Allbirds. I like that. ALLBIRDS.com. Go to allbirds.com. We thank them for joining us today. Anything else, Dave?
Nope, think we're good. Welcome home, Harrison. Big news.
Monster news.
Yes.
Industry-changing news. We have an Odyssey stock update.
Welcome home.
I'll get you an update here. Hold on.
Whoa.
42 cents.
Wow, plummeting.
We're down 7.5%.
To be fair, the market took a beating yesterday.
That's true.
CPI numbers.
Is it bouncing? Is the market bouncing back today? I pay no attention because it's just, something I'm not going to control.
Personally, I'm into hard assets. So that's what I focus on. So the stock market is not exactly.
You're in the hard asset.
I got a hard asset for you.
Correct.
What is that?
My penis.
What, you have it for him?
Yes.
In what way? You put it in his asshole?
When I was watching that real estate video, I got fully erect.
Oh, my God. Think anybody masturbated to that video? I have to think so.
I mean, it was around the country. Sure.
Maybe now,
Sure.
yeah. I don't know about at the time.
It's weird to think that like some guy in, wherever, Wyoming was watching CNBC one morning that was on. Just like flipping around.
Sunday morning.
Probably watched it.
Who is this guy? He's got the
And
goods.
it's CNBC. They probably replayed it 20
Was there
million times over there.
other networks reach out to you or no?
Those are confidential conversations that I can't
understand
discuss.
that.
Yeah.
I could think that would have worked out really well. I think.
Yeah.
You could host a reality show.
I've said that.
Yeah, you're right.
Forever.
You're right. Do you think you did a better job than Jake Marsh at the play-by-play of mini golf? He did the play-by-play, I'm guessing, and Nick did the jokes, right?
Yeah, I would have been comparable to Nick in that situation, I think, right?
Oh, more
Oh, you're kind of the funny
color.
guy.
Yeah, more of a color.
You almost did both.
Oh,
right?
interesting.
Well, some would say I'm talented. No, they did a great job. They were good. And they did it after the fact, which I think is actually harder. Like, I think you'd rather be there and see
How do you
some of the
figure?
shit.
Kind of hard to do when you're there, though. Like, it's not, you can't.
No, you're right. It is very difficult to do it by yourself.
Well, you're
when
watching.
You're, there.
You're watching one person
doing everything
There
by
like
yourself
70 people
with
do it.
multiple microphones.
I would think it'd be
and
way harder to
posting
do
on
it
Yeah,
there.
You were not by yourself.
I don't think
Justin was there.
They didn't edit the video, did they? No, they didn't. So I think there was a
Who? Nick and
yeah, those guys.
I have
yesterday.
no idea who does it.
No, you're right. So I think. That,
So what is Hank's role? He's just producing it.
Yeah.
Hank called it his Apocalypse Now. Some tweet that. I was stunned that he had that reference. That was the biggest upset of the whole thing.
I can see that being a complete nightmare. I mean, how much footage, audio, everything
sure,
is
yeah.
crazy.
But then I guess my question would be,
Is it worth it?
at what cost?
Yeah, that's a fair question. I think they're asking themselves that. So I think they're going to do it again next year. I'm sure. I guess they would probably do it.
They should just send
Right.
10 producers or whatever and live stream fucking everything.
I would agree. And because the way they do the final round, right, after the cut, I'll just tell you, I made the cut. I will tell you that. And then the final round, they send us out in order. So that is pretty easy if you do that. If you have 4 or 5 cameras following 4 or 5 groups, you could do that.
Sure.
I think so.
I think you should just, like, every person, to your point, should do what we did at Tabers. Their producer followed their people around, social media, all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then just do, like, a best of YouTube
I
video
guess,
after
yeah.
the fact or
Who
something.
knows? Anyway, go blindmike.net. Please go there now. Mike will be here tomorrow, and we'll talk to you then. Goodbye.